change when the rains come through. And all the fame ups your game, cause your name's mumbled. The chicks notice, users like hypnosis. It's ferocious when broke niggas get focused. The cars come out, bottles at the bar run out. You know you're large when you in car, can dodge a drought. But here's the twist up, with beef and the money mix up. Skirts slip up, a few fights, few stick ups. Then one little thing just leads to the next. And here come the hot boys to breathe down your neck. Now you gotta back up, flee from the rest. And just a week ago you was free from the stress. I guess it is what it is. Creeping on the come up. Freaks is yours wanna take it. Creeping on the come up. I'm from the place where hardcore is beautiful. Creeping on the come up. Freaks is yours wanna take it. I'm rather unique. I'm from the place you know the saga, who lava, who hotter, who shot at who at the Ramada. I knew about beats since Bambada. Before Beat Streets was heavily deep with the riders. Guns and money, some was hungry. Dysfunctional families that come from junkies. Jailbirds who wanted warrants jumping countries. Just jungle surviving like a bunch of monkeys. Mark dollars, DEA knocks with collars. Niggas snitching and still got the heart to holler. Hot chicks in short skirts and damn near topless. Play fly, nigga gossip, stay high, just ride dick. Can't call it too fresh to spoil it. Two texts to war with, grew up next to all this. So understand, I know from first hand the lives of a church man. High of his first gram. Creeping on the come up. Y'all wanna take it. Creeping on the come up. I'm from the place where hardcore is beautiful. Creeping on the come up. Y'all wanna take it. I'm rather unique. I'm from the place.
Yo. Peace. It's your boy Waz, 1984. The unknown. It's kind of like hard out here, because a lot of people don't really check for me like that no more. Maybe they do. Like times has changed around these YouTube parts. So, I found myself, I actually found myself rather comfortable like how I used to be. Kind of like Euclid's theorem, like where everything that has a point eventually intersects, it eventually starts, it eventually connects. And when I first came on this platform, that was the same way. Like it was quiet, it was calm, it was different. And I drew a lot of friends because I remained different and unique and push or try to push the envelope to a different frame of thought. But the title of his live stream, Theory Upon Theorems, is a nod and a homage to Brother Euclid, in a sense where like every point, every shape, every form of thought leads us back, if it goes long enough, if your thoughts, if your philosophy has the stamina, will eventually come back. It would always come back, and it will always crave the source. It would always crave where it always started, that starting point, that source, that yod, as they say, that dot. And what we're watching and what we're witnessing now in like society and just even on the platform is everybody is scattering along. Some people are moving off the platforms and moving off of different methods of communication because they have grown or assume they've grown and decided to migrate to different levels of expression. I've done it. What's up, Cuts? I've done it. I've brought about many different creative energy to my channel through videos, through different chapters, as I like to call them, like now, the unknown, which metaphorically and philosophically puts me into a mind state of, I we're gonna go deep. For those who choose to stick around, for those who choose to, fuck with me, right? We'll go deep. We'll go deep then. How deep you want to go? And a lot of people over the years that jumped on panels with me and jumped on live streams and chat sessions. Some stuck around, some didn't, some folded under the pressure, some cracked and crumbled, some bit the material, stole the style, stole the concept, stole the language, stole the philosophy, stole the teachings, and they stuck it in a pocket and they said, that's good enough. That's all I needed. And they moved on. But then every now and then they'll come back, they'll send an email and they'll play that goof shit like they're cool and try to become your friend, and because eventually all things come back to the source. You can start off as a 90-degree angle. You can start off as a triangle, but you will morph into a square. But what Euclid understood was, can one truly have completion? Are you truly complete until that triangle morphs into the square that morphs into your circle? But even the triangle itself, did it start there? Maybe it started as a radii. Maybe it started as a simple ass line that spanned between 2 points. Maybe it intersected, maybe it didn't. And then from that intersection, it morphed into all these other cool shapes, geometry, form. This is your beginning of form. Where does it start? Where does it end? I don't know. Hey, Stephanie. So the and I want to let me step back from this whole truth thing. The the measurement of what we do, which is teach and educate, inform, bring to awareness, shout and warn and prepare people, and more importantly, to galvanize higher thought. That's that's what consciousness is always about, has always been. Whether it's one person, 100 or 100,000, or you know 10 million. It's a spiritual. What's up, Kim Trail? What's up, man? And Stephanie, it's a spiritual obsession, better or for worse. Hey, Kimmy, all my people's coming in. It's a obsession in which we enjoy watching other humans progress, ascend. That that's it. I can only speak for myself. I can never tire or weaken or give up helping humans reach for simplicity for fifth dimensional states of thought, consciousness, spirituality, whatever you want to call it. We all have parts to play in this, right? Some are squares, some are circles, some are triangles, some are lines, some are radii, some are circumferences, some are just simple dots, some are two, lines with infinite extensions, and then in some cases some are nothing, the level of nothingness. That nothingness plays a part in this too, to some extent, and even fulfillment does. But regardless, it is growth. Euclid, through his expression of geometry, explained how things took form. And many scientists over the years focus on maybe intersecting points, maybe degrees of angles, and the materialistic world and how sacred geometry exactly cuts. Form, masons go into degrees and different levels of degrees. Well, we gonna go even deeper than the masons, even in your 5% and your 7%, shit that they said that they wouldn't even know because they don't have that spiritual. They not they This is all religion. This is no religion here. This is for everybody. It's not parsed for your Jews or your blacks or your whites or your 5%ers or your 7%ers or your Islams, your Muslims or your Christians or your Catholics. It's for everybody. It's already been out there since time began, since eons and epochs. So what you see with your religion, they will parse that information and just focus on the triangle, focus on the square or the trapezoid, but they don't focus on the all. And that all, from what I feel Euclid expressed, was the metamorphosis, the growth, the time it takes from a dot to transmutate to a hexagon. You want to go deeper, one could even go as far as to say how long it took from a demon to finally transmutate into an angel. Maybe in some cases, how long it took from an angel to transmutate into a demon. What's up, Ryan? But regardless of analogies, how long it take for this channel go from one subscriber to a channel who's monetizing, people to even hear my speech. It's all transmutation in some way, shape, or form. Hence, form. So what we do, or what we've all agreed to in this like conversation, these type of things that I talk about over the years, is what is energy, is consciousness, is frequency and vibration. One of the things that I'm really saddened about in this community, quote unquote, is the fact that the purpose, thank you, Ryan, the purpose have been like defied or defiled. If what we do is not about flesh and bones, but it's about the spiritual, cosmic, connection to the stars and the quasars and the rocks and minerals and everything that makes up this ethereal essence. It's about tapping in. It's about being in tune with the hummingbird that does what it does, but you don't know because you're too dumb and full of carbohydrates and fats and sugars to even know what the spider does and why the spider makes the web the way it makes the web, which truly starts from the central point to expand outward. And that the elemental factor of every human being, like, I see you as a human and you my wife and you my husband and you my friend and you my brother, but am I looking at the periodic table? Am I looking at a symphony of isotopes and minerals and light in fraction that's bending light to really show me or show you who wise really are or really is? And I thought maybe I'm wrong. I thought that truthing, or forget truthing, I thought that all the friends that I had on this platform, I thought the whole purpose was about raising and rising and the rising of vibrational states. That regardless of, like, if you get like 50 views, 300 views, if you got people gambling on your gematria websites and calculators and Jewish Talmudic bullshit, I thought our purpose was to show people that you are more than what you think and what you thought you were. And that when you put your hand on a tree and pray or to ask for healing, that your connection to the cosmic, auric, estrial, astral, ethereal, cosmic soup, that at some point humans, humans will go and grow to realize that they're bigger than what the powers that be lead you to believe. And there's only a few out here that's still rocking that. And I would like to say maybe me. Maybe I gotta let you guys decide. I raise my hand. Maybe I am one of the few still here. I mean, I make a video every single second, but it ain't months and months and months and months and months apart. Why isn't going nowhere? Why I still here? When your kids, if I live long enough, if your kids get old enough, they become 18 years old, and you try to teach them, and which I will hope will be the same for me, but you try to teach them and you say, look, it's this dude, man, he's still out here rocking. His name is Wise, man. If you can find him on YouTube or whatever out there, listen to him. You may not have a dad in your life or a mom in your life or a cousin in your life or a mentor in your life or a big brother in your life. Go listen to that cat. And he might jog a thought in you. The hardest thing is like not having that resource. Or when imagine a resource getting tired or weary or feeling redundant. Imagine if every resource that we had in our life, every trapezoid or triangle or square, deconstructed itself deformed, hence the word deformed itself. Would humans even have growth? Would that be growth? Would if every resource packed it up, closed shop, retired, moved on, stopped speaking out, didn't want to teach anymore, no longer wanted to help their fellow brothers on the woes of society and how the illusion is continually to swindle them and entrap them into debt and God knows what else. We talked about this. We would have been enslaved a long, long time ago. And it was the tireless commitment of people before us who knew that despite the books that I put out that may not get bought, the podcasts that I did that may not get heard, or the the free information I put out there that may not even get appreciated compared to some of these stupid monetized channels who are looking to drown out people who are really spitting truth. How far would you be? I mean, sit back and ask yourself that, y'all. Like all y'all that's here, man. I appreciate y'all, but just think about like how far would you even be right now if half of those people, maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago, would have like closed down shop? Let me tell you something, man. I've realized that because we get weary, and trust me, I understand. We do get tired. We get beaten down, and I know, you know, Stephanie and Kim Trail, and I'll share a little bit of information, so forgive me if I don't want to say too much about your information, but the whole Washington, what's going on in Seattle and the fires and like, and we here in the Midwest, Illinois and Indiana, we got hit with these crazy ass storms. I had no power for almost a week and a couple of days. The beast is going to beat you down. That's what it's supposed to do. That's what it would try to do. That's what it's going to constantly do. In my last live stream, I talked about it. That demon is not going to like retire because you give up, because you feel like you want to move on to different things. That beast gonna keep. They think the fucking beast gonna stop because why I say, oh man, I don't got 80 million people watching my channel. You think the beast is gonna say, all right, well we're gonna leave Wise alone because Wise, he decided to, I don't know, get back into racing street cars and Mustangs and you know superchargers and like get the fuck out of here. The beast is gonna still be the beast. The beast is gonna still do what the beast does. But here's what's sad about it: the people behind you, those 15-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 20-year-olds, who will eventually, hence Euclid, morph, take shape to be 25-year-olds, a triangle, a square. They're going to have nobody there to educate them about consciousness, to educate them about their spiritual journey through this fucked up pleroma. So the whole concept of like reach one, teach one, that actually means something. We have to stick around. We have to be here to teach the 30-year-olds. That 30-year-old fool who is listening to a bunch of drill music, doped up on meth and Finny and fentanyl, whatever you want to call it, right? Doped up on that shit. Don't understand the importance of like perseverance. That, yeah, you got a job and these idiots treat you like shit. They don't respect you. but you have value, you have worth. You move on, and you keep focusing, you keep your head down, you keep doing what you're supposed to do, and somebody's going to acknowledge you, and eventually one day those fools are going to be working under you, or you're going to have the opportunity to be the leader at a position, and you are going to be the one that's going to lead them. It is our responsibility at this state of consciousness, at this state of spiritual growth, at this state of our existence, to prepare those behind us. Because that's selfless. That's true self. That's true selfless. Is that shit. I've been fighting this beast since I was fucking 16, 15, 13 years old, probably. I done figured the beast out to an extent, to the point where it led me, mid 40s. But I know I'm going to go old. I'm going to grow old. My voice is going to crack. And at some point, the beast is going to visit me in a fucking hospital bed or whatever fucking bed I'm in. And it's going to appear to me and say, hey, what's up now, Wise? You can't throw a mighty punch no more. Since hence the teachings of Christ, we don't fight against flesh alone, right? This battle is not against flesh. So I may not be able, or you may not be able to swing that heavy punch when you get older. It's not about the might of your swing. But I'll teach them. I'll teach the 20-year-old. Right now, they out there in the streets, they wilding out. Most of them are caught up in the shit. Just like we was. Just like you were. We were all caught in the shit. We all was caught in that shit. Cuts, you was caught in the shit. We all was caught in the shit, right, Ryan? Shit, we was out here, shit, drinking and smoking and wilding out, and until some old head pulled your ass aside and was like, "Yo, man, what the fuck you doing out here, yo? Hey, listen to this shit. Here's a CD. Here's a DVD. Here's a book. I don't know. Behold a fucking pale horse. Here's a book. Read that shit." And then when we read that, we like, "Oh, wow." I didn't know that world was like. I didn't know it was a deeper world to that, or a deeper, angle to this. Hence the word angle, right? Like going to the Euclids. I know it was a different angle to this, a different level to this. I didn't know things took this type of shape. There you go, Cuts. So I used to break dance. I used to rap. I used to do or hip hop. I used to do all that shit. Pop lock. I was deep in the industry per se, far as my skill level. Refused it. I remember a story, just to kind of sidetrack. I had a situation where I had producers coming to me asking me that I want to like. I was like, hell no, no thanks. Now all my friends nowadays, they kind of laugh at me like, yo, Wise, why you ain't take the fucking deal, man? We all could have been rich right now, fucking, not struggling paying fucking bills. But I was so, even then, I cared about my friends. I cared about my peoples. I cared about people that I grew up with. And I was like, I'm not going to sign a fucking deal if I couldn't bring my family with me. If my family couldn't sign, or we all couldn't eat, I don't want to fucking eat. It's not about me. I'm trying to help people behind me. But that's another story. But yeah, we all humans. I agree, Ryan. We all humans, right? And the mission is space. It's cosmic. I don't give a fuck about the flat earth, round earth bullshit. I don't give a fuck about that. But when I look up, my head tilt up. I see some shit way out there cosmically. And I crave this obsession to know beyond, about why is it there? Where does it go? How far does it expand? Why am I simplified in this shape? But I can look up and I can see squares and trapezoids and octagons and all these other shapes beyond me. I know there's growth, whether outside this physical existence or beyond. You, eh, I'm a fucking triangle, right angle, or I'm a triangle trying to turn into a right angle to do right. I'm trying to do right. I'm trying to be square. It's hip to be square, right? The old fucking song. It's hip to be square. I'm trying to be square. I'm trying to be 90-90. I'm trying to be 360. I'm trying to have completion. I'm trying to be all I can be. And that's not the fucking army. But I'm trying to be all I can. Because I know if I can master the 90, the right angle, maybe I'll graduate to 180. And if I make it 180 and I learn and I experience that platform of being 180, shit, maybe I make it 220 degrees. Whoa. And I agree. I love it. So right by whom? Who make the fucking right? One can go, you know what, Ryan? One can go as far as and say, well, shit, the beginning was the dot. The dot was already 360. You already 90, 180, 360, 720. You already that. It's all in you already. But that's the key, right? Isn't the key is like, shit, where you going? Where you going where you have not already been? Now, that's the conundrum. That's Euclid's conundrum. Look it up. Euclid's conundrum. You know what Euclid's conundrum is? If lines intersect at a certain angle, of course, eventually they'll meet. So shit. I came from the dot, which is already infinite. Infinite, let's just hypothetically say 360 degrees, right? It's all completion, right? All space and time, expansion from all directions. So shit. If I become a triangle that morph into a square, that morph into a fucking hexagon, that morph into a trapezoid and all these other shapes, well, shit, I already got the 360 in me. So I can be all I can be at any moment. So we're trying to show people that if you just stop and just kind of reflect, you already ascended. You already have it built in you to want to know more, to want to grow into more. You already have that. Now, whenever you utilize it, that's on you. Now, the thing that makes us unique on these platforms, at least from my perspective, is I'm helping or we are helping to aid people in feeling comfortable in their flexibility, if that makes sense. I want you to be flexible. I don't know when or how, but I want you to know you can bend down and touch your toes. You can sit down and stretch your legs. You can expand from a square to a triangle to a trapezoid at any time in your life. Because, Ryan, it is already in you. So nobody can define anything because the definition is already yours. It was already defined. It was already given. Matter of fact, one might even go as far as say, shit, you might come with a new shape. You might do a shape that the universe ain't never seen before because of the unique of expression, the uniqueness of expression. I'm not here to tell you what shape you can be or what right you can make and what degree you should be. I'm just telling you, like, shit, I'm trying to see what you can shape into. Show me some shit. Show me what you can shape into. What you shape shift? Let me show you what shift you can shape and what shape you can shift and because you might bring something out in me, just like that comment from Ryan. The comments or the questions or the fluidity of the conversation, it keeps me going. I'm like, yo, that's a good thought. Now let me expand on Ryan's thought to bring the conversation. This is what growth is. The problem is the ones who are out here or should be out here inspiring that is getting weary. They're getting tired. They're getting exhausted. And what's sad in that feeling with from what we all see from other platforms and other people who used to be around these platforms with me, they really nowhere to be found now except for Wise. They don't really do this shit no more. Wise is still trucking along, doing his thing. But those fools over there, right, Cuts, that satanic yoga shit that Cuts talking about, those fools over there, ooh, the force is strong with them motherfuckers, aren't they? Excuse my French. They still making their numbers. They still got the crack fiends slapping them fucking veins, looking for the dope, looking for the dope. They still got the fiends over there. They still got the fiends. They not breaking a sweat. They not changing a tune. They're deforming, right? Here's a form. We talk about Euclid form. They deforming the brain, deforming, just deform, making people act deformed, mentally deformed. They're mentally deforming people, and they're not losing a beat. They're not missing a step. I'll step away for weeks. Contortion, distortion. I'll go away for weeks. Like now, come back a couple of weeks later, drop a vid. These motherfuckers still pulling the same numbers that they was pulling when I first started. I take a break. I come back. They still pushing the same shit they was pushing before I left and still deforming people's brains. So why am I getting tired? Why I'm getting weak? Why am I getting exhausted? The demon ain't. Hence the word demon, just playing on the word, but just saying the demon's not getting tired. The demon ain't losing a step. Still shooting threes, slam dunk, layups, crossovers. And I'm sitting talking about my back hurt, my legs hurt. I can barely see, can't shoot the J anymore. See, this ain't a fucking sprint, it's a marathon, yo. And you get to see the cats on this platform all these years. Like shit, motherfuckers out here running sprints. I ain't never ran no sprint. You know why? Just like this comment here from Chemtrail. I ain't never ran no fucking sprint. I done had so many chapters on this platform. Many people died and came and gone. Emails of people who now they got their kids listening to me, whether they listen live or they check me later. Because I know, and people, other people out here like me who's out here really teaching, not trying to like mislead and and stay praying and trying to do his best to guide people in the right way towards the source, towards the creator, showing that the source that resides in me resides in you. I know that it's an infinite fight. It's an infinite lesson. It doesn't stop when you meet your quota because nobody knows when the quota met or when the quota is met. Nobody stop when somebody says, I know what's right, or I know what truth is. I figured out what the truth is, or I figured what the fuck is the truth. And like Ryan Thomas said, what the fuck is the right? I done came on this platform many times and talked with many people. Y'all, y'all seen it. I done jumped on streams with people. I done jumped on streams with people like, oh yeah, demons and Satan and Satan. And, fucker, you know what a Satan is. You think you know what a devil is. What is a devil? What is a demon? What is a Satan? What is witchcraft? What is you even know what spell you cast and what spell, what witchcraft you what tantric fucking demon you summon, and do you even know? And when you start to question the questioners and mock the mockers, you're like, yo, you don't know. And then you don't see them, they go away, they sign out, they troll your channel, they go into oblivion, and then you say, all right, cool. I see you when you get back. You'll be back in a couple of weeks on my next channel, my next video. Because most people look at this as a sprint. I'll use Kim Trell and Stephanie for example, and forgive me guys if I don't want to you know step too far ahead of myself on information, but we've been on this platform for fucking years, doing ourselves about warning people about this and that and that and this and that and that. We communicated through email, this and that and that and this, and families this, and we got some little plans in place. Okay, wise, we could do this, and Stephanie and I won't say her name, but Stephanie and and Kim Trail, we can do this and this and that and the other. Like we had plans in place, right? Look what the fuck just happened to us both. Y'all get hit with the fucking shit with the fires. I get hit with the rain and motherfucking tornadoes. We got Illinois got more tornadoes than Tornado Alley. And this community I live in, I had to go, me personally, I had to run a generator for 5-6 days for survival mode. And I sat back and said to myself, this fucking beast, they don't take a day off. They are trying every single day to kill you. Every single day. This thing, I don't know what this thing is. We can all debate about what this thing really is. Satan, demons, Illuminati, Jesuits. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. But every day, it is scheming and trying to find a way to kill you, to break you down, to make you weak, to destroy you, to make you contradict everything that built you to who you are today. So you done spent 20 years listening to fucking Wise and sitting on my channel talking about all this consciousness and energy and vibration and frequency and 369 from Tesla and all this spiritual growth, only to get hit with a fucking tornado. And at the last fucking minute, after all these years of proclaiming you so spiritually consciously awakened, to finally give up, pack it the fuck in, move the fuck away, and shut the fuck up and turn to nothing but the same fucking puppets, pawns, goyams, sheep that you've been talking about for the last 20 years. What the fuck was it all for? What was it all for? And there are some of us that say, aha, aha, I get it. I see what you trying to do, you fucking snake in the grass. You trying to break me. You trying to destroy me. You trying to make me give up the fight. You trying to make me not help people that's coming up, the young 15 years old, the young college kids who don't know shit about what we're talking about because they are not being taught. They are not being led. They are not being hit with the same fucking level of information that each and every one of us was hit when we were in our 20s. And they end up lost. They don't understand what consciousness, vibration, frequency, spiritual growth, what Christ is. They don't understand none of that shit. Because these gematria motherfuckers are running that fucking airwaves. Your Joe Rogans making you eat bugs. Ex-fucking MAGA fools who now realize they've been played. Not to be so loud in your ear, but, you know, sorry. Now realizing they've been played are now want to shuffle back on the platforms and push anti-Trump. Wait, Trump, yeah, we sorry. Months ago, fools, I was saying, don't trust them. Don't trust none of them. And I had to spend 90% of my energy drowning out the dumb shit that she was pushing on the airwaves. Fools are realizing this fake-ass Mosaic Talmudic fucking Book of Revelation script was tiptoeing your ass down a era of destruction. And now you want to realize it and say, this is what we're dealing with. This is where it is. And the ones that still pushing it, they're deforming to some extent. Oh, wow. Oh, we didn't know. Ooh, look how he's changed. Your vote didn't matter. Do we gotta go back to teaching people what the fuck what voting is? Yeah, we do. We always do. I remember a long time ago, a couple of years ago, I was on here. I did a live stream with this cat named Laz Valdez. For y'all that remember him. And one of the things this cat told me, he was like, yo, Wise Man. He's always called me Wise Man or say Wise Man. He said, well, Wise Man. And in so many words, like, why you keep doing this shit? Like, what's the point? You keep, you saying this shit. And I told him straight up, this is maybe a separate conversation. I think I told him like, yo, man, like, however you look at it, this is my motherfucking torment. This is my hell or heaven. But it's my torment. This is my purgatory. However you want to look at it. My responsibility that I feel in my life is to continue to do this shit. Continue to teach people. I have this craving where like I just have to keep fucking with the establishment. I have to keep fucking with the materialistic structure of this world and flip it upside down, expose the matrix type shit. I have this never ending fucking surge of satisfaction to warn the people that this fucking materialistic world you've seen is not the real shit. This is an illusion. Death doesn't exist. There's no such thing as death. This beast is a joke. He's a punk. And I already told you guys those stories. Because I know that over time, you give it enough time, the motherfuckers on here that claim that they're truthers and they're about consciousness and they care about vibration and frequency and all this other fucking shit, they're gonna fade the fuck out. They're gonna fizzle the fuck out. Because these motherfuckers ain't in it for the fucking marathon. These are sprinters, man. They're sprinters. If the shit ain't hot, if the shit ain't rocking, this shit ain't cool, this shit ain't vibing, and they shaky. One thing about Wise, when Wise came on this platform, man, I was the no fucking name, fucking whatever, truth to community into Matty D and fucking, all these motherfuckers was reaching, excuse my language, reaching me, oh, Wise, oh, join our live stream. Cause I was saying some shit that was so different that these motherfuckers, they in their little sprint fucking races, they were more like a, oh shit, we get Wise on for a live stream. He'll help us to win the sprint. The 40-yard dash. Get a guy named Wise on the platform. Let him speak for an hour. We'll get a lot of views, a lot of monetizations, make a lot of money, and we shut down shop. I can pay off my fucking mortgage. And like a dummy, sure, I'll keep it real. Like a dummy, I jumped on these fucking guys' live streams. Was like, yo, man, a lot of people that caught it was like, I was dissing their asses. Like, yo, man, like I'm here to swing a sword, man. I'm not here to like get kosher with you motherfuckers, man. I'm here to let you motherfuckers know, like, y'all been holding out the truth, man. Matter of fact, half of y'all don't even know what the fucking truth is. You don't even know, what is fucking truth. Matter of fact, you talking all this truth and shit. What the fuck truth and what the fuck are you motherfuckers truth? What the fuck y'all know about a truth and or community? What the fuck is a truth or community? What the fuck is a community? And a lot of them couldn't answer it. A lot of them couldn't answer it. I mean, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, cool cat. I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna shit on my man. He was a cool dude. He'll play contrarian. He'll play. But that was live. That was his style. He'll contrarian. He'll play devil's advocate. It was a cool cat. A lot of. He's seen a lot of shit in his life. I respect that. But he knew where I was coming from too. He knew my angle. Like I feel what you. I see what you're trying to push me to go, and I see what form you're trying to shape, and I digest that shape and spit that shape back. So basically, at the end of the day, can you put a square up against a trapezoid? What the fuck? Trapezoid form from a square. See, I keep bringing this shit back to Euclid. For those who catch me, I keep bringing this shit back to Euclid, right? And shapes of forms. Like we, motherfuckers can turn to a hexagon. You could be a fucking Star of David. All the fuck you think? You a hexagon at heart. You can talk that Talmudic shit all day. You can talk that gematria shit all day. You can spit that motherfucking Star of David all day. But at heart, you a hexagon. At heart, you a hexagon. And beyond the heart of the hexagon, you a square. You're a square. If you really want to be fair, that you a square, you're a triangle. All right, well now what angle you playing? Now what angle you playing with your angle? Triangle. Because your angle, your angle is a radii. You a dot. You're a circumference. So I can expand, and we could talk about this shit all night, dog. There's no winning. There's no winning in this debate. Nobody wins in this debate. Then I guess the question is, are we all right or are we all wrong? See? And this is the reality of just the growth part of what I feel what we do is is not definitive. It doesn't stop. There's no solution or a capstone to put on something that is everlasting, infinite expansion. Wise is not the end all be all. There'll be plenty of more after me when I'm dead and gone. But if we stick around long enough, those that come after me and after you, like Euclid, for example, they'll be on a live stream, on a platform, on a blog, talking about something that was laid by people before them, like Euclid, like me talking about Euclid, some shit that happened way beyond my time, but we're still carrying those lessons into today's discussion to merge it with growth in our spiritual essence as we try to figure out our purpose in this existence. That's what it's all about, right? At least I feel like that's what it is. That's what it's always been about. And it's changing. It's changing because the sprint mentality of instant satisfaction, it's like instant oatmeal type shit. Like truth in is like open up a pack of fucking oatmeal, throw it in a bowl, put water in it, mix the shit around, boom, you got food. Is it really that simple? Like vibration and frequency and consciousness and higher chakras and all these different things that evolve and make us who we are, and spirituality and even your religion to some extent. It's not quick. It's not instant. You know, it is a grueling, stressful, you know, burden filled trial and tribulation. And as they say in, simple, survival of the fittest type shit, right? Only the strong survive. Those who are looking for quick solutions to the problems that we face in a society is it's not going to be solved in just our lifetime. I didn't get on this platform thinking like, oh man, I want to save the fucking world now. You think another fucking COVID is not going to come back? You think they're not going to run back that, as they say, run back? You don't think they're going to run back that strategy soon again, maybe in the next 20, 40 years, like they did during the swine flu pandemic back in the, 18s, or, they're going to run that back. My son and my daughters, they're going to see that shit again when they get my age. When they get my age, I'll be in my 80s and 90s. Now think about that for a second. Look at us now. Most of y'all have kids, maybe y'all don't. Maybe y'all have grandkids, maybe y'all don't. I have both. I have kids and grandkids. Imagine 30 fucking years from now when I'm just so fucking exhausted and so physically, you know, limited. Imagine this shame fucking script shit that we're seeing right now. From the fires to the, which they're fucking causing, these fucking fake fucking fires being set by some fucking whacked out ass kid right in Seattle who we are to believe is just some fucking firebug playing with fucking sticks and matches in a fucking forest that's not part of some bigger op to funnel you all away from areas of the West Coast that could be used as fucking survival grounds for some fucking what they call a continuity of government when these motherfuckers decide to pop off a fucking atomic bomb or some shit to depopulate the world. The same shit that happened to Lemuria and the Atlanteans and the ancient civilizations of Kush and Kemet. But anyway, imagine if imagine when this shit happens to our kids. Now, our kids and our grandkids and their kids will either one, voluntarily sign up for their own demise, or two, going to COVID, voluntarily bargain away their bodies for transhumanism, which pushes their agenda to another fucking level. That's number two. They no longer respect nature, cosmic order. Imagine us watching that. I'll be looking at my kids saying, no, if I'm in a grave or in a fucking, vacuum somewhere, don't accept that. That's the same script they played on us in 2026. Here it is in 2086. Don't go for that. Don't fall for that. They're running a template. They are always searching as a way to prevent you from growing. If that they're going to come back with this tactic again 20, 30, 40 years later. And imagine the people behind you, the kids behind you, not being informed, not given that historical lesson. Because a lot of us gave up, quit, because we run in sprints instead of marathons. You would have a generation of people cursing you in your grave. Because while we had the chance to teach these street shut down 16-year-old thug ass kids who ain't got shit else to do but to jump in their fucking cars and shut down your fucking local festival and carnival and all this dumb shit these stupid ass kids are doing nowadays. There ain't nobody pulling these motherfuckers aside and saying, yo, fam, that energy you got, you better direct that shit because you ain't getting younger. You getting older. And you're going to be 15, but one day you're going to be 20. And one day you're going to be 25. And one day you're going to be 30. And one day you're going to be 40. And you're going to find yourself working at a fucking White Castles at 50 fucking years old, wondering why you ain't got enough money for fucking retirement. And because these fucking bankers and these rich motherfuckers took all your fucking 401k, you're going to find yourself at 60 years old fucking homeless, broke, fucking with nothing, on government public aid, with nothing but debt and a vaccine in your ass because they've owned you. So it's cool to be cool and 15 now. That's exactly what they want you to do, to not be focused, because they tried this shit with my generation. But my generation was the ones on these fucking platforms, even when only 8, 9, 10, 20 people listened, spitting this motherfucking truth, letting you motherfuckers know, man, like, stop eating that shit. Stop eating that shit. Because we did the research for y'all. Y'all don't want to do the research. So my people now, who's in my chats, warned you motherfuckers about gematria. We told you about what this Talmudic motherfuckers are doing by writing your books, leading you down a script. And then all of a sudden, they go run in caves, hide in Cayenne Mountain, create wars, disease and pestilence, all part of the book of Revelations. Don't teach you about Seaburn gas mask or the rules of threes, food, water, and air. Don't teach you nothing. Didn't teach you in education, in the educational system. Didn't tell you that shit you over there doing is binding your soul to a 30-second or 33 or 32 demon, putting spells on you. You wonder why you fucked up in the head. Why you making trap music or drill music, talking about killing your nigga, killing a nigga, popping the nigga, shooting the nigga, pop, popping the nigga, dissing the dead. These Talmudic motherfuckers running your music industry. Got you worshiping dead. You go look at this fucking dude over here doing gematria. I'm gonna call motherfuckers out. This dude over here doing gematria. Man, I wanna share this shit out so bad, but I'm trying to be cool with cats. You go look at this fucking dude doing gematria over there. Every fucking thumbnail this fucking guy got is a tombstone, a casket, murder, death, murder, died, somebody got killed, murder, murder, death, death, grave, murder, death. This motherfucker running a spell, man. This dude running sorcery over there, man. This dude trapped in the spirit of Saturn over there, man. This dude ain't vibrating high over there. This dude capitalized on people dying. His numbers, his Judaic system is about people dying. It's based on death. It's built on death. He profit on death. He profit on grave and murder. And when a motherfucker die, he can calculate that shit in a heartbeat. This is what they do. This is what they live on. This is their fuel. They fuel ain't your growth. They fuel ain't watching you ascend, watching you become better, watching you reveal and express your creative energies, your vibrational frequency that's built in you. The dot, that's Euclid. See how I'm bringing it back? That's Euclid. His thought ain't on Euclid. His thought is on how to absorb you back into the essence of death and murder. And you want to talk about you want to get into the hex. You want to get into the hex? It's to bring you down, to keep you from vibrating higher. That's why they still thumping. That's why they still moving around. The drum's still beating. This motherfucker don't take a day off. I'll stop doing a video for 2-3 weeks. I made a video. I'll wait. Let people read it. Let people listen. Let people chill on this thought for a couple of weeks, and then I'll drop something else. This motherfucker still popping shit every 3 days. This shit don't stop. I'm gonna tell you the definition of what that shit is. You don't know what that is? I'll give you a definition. I'll tell you exactly what it is. You know what it is? You want to know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's called a fucking machine. That's a machine. That's a machine he running over there. And a lot of them, not just him, Joe Rogan's and all of them. It's a machine. It's a well-oiled machine over there. You fighting against a matrix machine. Talk about AI, right, Cuts? You thinking it's AI? Talk about AI? This motherfucker may not even be real, dog. Motherfucker, we talking about AI. We thinking, this motherfucker exists and kids and all this other fucking shit. This motherfucker talk about and shit. This motherfucker might be an AI generated fucking machine. What you up against? Who we battling against? Do you even know who you fuck? You said truthful community. Do you even know? Do we even know what the fuck we up against? You start peeling the onion back, like, yo, these motherfuckers might all be AI fucking bots, transhumanists and motherfuckers up in here. These motherfuckers keep a video going every day. No break. No time off. Non-stop. 24/7. 365. Non-stop every single day, like the news. You cut on the TV, you see the news every single day. Motherfucker telling you about a Jesuit. This machine don't stop every single day. Say, damn, I was glad when the power went out in my neighborhood. When the storms hit. I had a whole week of no fucking machine. It felt good. I mean, I know it was struggling, right? I know Kim Trail and and Stephanie, you guys can relate. Like, it was struggle. It was tough. Because we had to, had to throw out a bunch of food. because of the storms and you had to relocate and move around. But there was a part of it that was like, damn, like it felt like quiet. Every night, all I heard was generators in my neighborhood. Facts. Every night it was a generator. And I'm gonna tell you something. When the windows up, because it's hot as hell, because you can't cut on AC, no power. All you saw was dark, and all you heard was generators. And if you look out in the neighborhood, all you saw was people with candles in their houses. And I'll tell you some real shit. I'll tell you some real shit from Wise, man. Like, word shit. Every day during that fucking outage, I was upstairs with my wife. We were talking. Me and my son, we were doing shit around the house during the daytime when we had daylight. We was, going to the store, grabbing propane, grabbing gas. We were building. We were surviving. It's almost like when the power came back up, it was like, ah, here we go again. All this fucking like he is in his room doing his thing. I'm down here doing live streams, and you know, it's like motherfuckers too busy. You know what I'm saying? Fucking too busy to do shit. Too busy to talk. Too busy to kick it. Too busy to make love. Too busy to hang out. Too busy to hug your wife. Too busy to check the food in the refrigerator. I was in the back fucking yard, you know, like picking up gas, putting this shit in the generator. I seen spider webs at night that I never knew existed around my house. I'm walking in the back. I'm like, fuck, it's a big spider web because I can't see shit in the dark because it's too dark to see what's in the back because you ain't got the fucking backyard light on. And I'm just like, damn, like there's a lot going on in the world when the shit get dark. When the shit stops, there's a whole lot of shit going on in the world. Like holy shit. I go to the grocery stores. I'm like, damn, like there's no food. There's a big old world out there beating you to the store buying a bunch of fucking water. Holy shit. I didn't know there was that many people in the world. I'm going to get a propane. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get a propane for the generator. Oh shit, the propane is sold out. Damn. Let me go down the street to the other store. Sold out. Let me go down to the other store, down the street from the other store. Sold out. Damn. It's a lot of people out there buying fucking propane. Now your survival gears kick in. And that's the thing. When you realize like the machine stops, if it stops, you're like, oh man, now we living. Now we're living when the machine stops. When the machine stops. And what's funny about when the machine stops or the matrix stops, we then morph. We then take different forms, Euclid, into different shapes. I'm now like, oh shit, I gotta get out of my comfort zone. I gotta now wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning because I only got so much daylight to get the shit that I need to get before the shit goes dark. Because once darkness comes, like those that survive, I gotta do what I gotta do before the dark comes. I actually, for one moment in my life, felt like a person connected directly with nature, in a sense, because I was so afraid and my family was so worried when the sun started to set. I'll give you an example. We ran our generator days that I had, got home from work early or whatever, but we ran our generator from 2 p.m. till about 9, which gave me about 8 hours or so on my generator before I needed to refill it or go out and get, gas or propane. Now, I couldn't run my generator or a power source from 8 in the morning till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night when it's time to go to bed. It was just that it's just too long. So we had to strategize like, damn, how much daylight we got. And I don't want to wake up, obviously carbon monoxide, but I don't have to wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to go in the backyard to shut off the fucking generator. Who wants to fucking do that at 3 o'clock in the morning while you're asleep or tired or groggy, right? So bedtime for most houses is like 10 o'clock, 10:30. Okay, we're gonna shut the shit down. So we were so worried, like most humans, about sunset that it was like, yo, whatever the fuck you gotta do the shit before 8. Do the shit before sunset. You gotta go to the store to get gas, propane. You better do the shit before the store closes at 8 o'clock, because 8 o'clock, it's gonna be pitch black out here. Nobody got power or nothing. So you had to go out and procure and gather all the resources you need before the day died, before the darkness swallowed up the sun, before we enter the underworld philosophy, before we go through hell for 12 hours, before we go from sun, and in some philosophies, before we go through Ra to get to Set. And you know, when you go to Set, it's Egyptian. When you go through Set, you're gonna come through Anubis, and you better hope you survive to rise again on the third fucking day when the sun rises in the east, and you alive the next day to have sunlight again. This is why the ancient societies worshipped it, or worshiped the sun and worshiped the moon, and because they were so happy to see the sun fucking rise again, because with no power, whether it's fire or tornado, like, yo, get me the fuck out of this dark. I need, because we can't do shit. I can't see shit. It is dark. All I hear is bugs, spiders, crickets, fucking creatures out here in the night, and I don't know where the fuck we can. I can't even see my hand in front of my face because the world is so dark because there's no power. Man, the sun rose again the next day. Thank God the sun rose again. We give praise to that sun that gives life and light. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So, there's a lot packed into the stream. There's a lot here for those who listen and catch it. At least I think it is. But we cannot give up. We cannot get weak. We cannot become exhausted. When you get exhausted, that's your ass. Go ahead, test me. When you give up and you get weak, and that fire inside you dims or become extinguished, that's your ass. Even during our dying days, as we get older and we age through this shit, keep the fire in your heart, because that is the motivation that, I guess, that's what started you to begin with. It's still there. It ain't changed. They want you to think it changed because they censor you, or they move thing algorithms and like that, but they don't change the fire. They don't change my fire. If I'm dropping the same type of wisdom, whether it's 20 people, 1,000 people, 800,000 people are not listening to me. You can take this video, download the shit, share it put it on a fucking DVD, give it a USB, and give it to some dudes in your neighborhood. They be like, yo, who the fuck is this dude? In one day, I could have 100,000 subscribers because the shit can go viral in an instant. Hey, it can happen. It can. I can give a shit less. I'm gonna keep doing me. But this is the battlefield. The battlefield has been the battlefield. Something told me years ago, yo, the battlefield is cyberspace. Battlefield is cyberspace. and YouTube and BitChute and these other they're the big, they're the biggest platforms of battle soul. Your soul battle is happening in these platforms. I'm in the game. I'm here. I'm still here on these platforms battling because this is where the fight is at. Until they get rid of these platforms and morph this shit into to some other platform, you'll catch me there too. You'll catch me there too. So, I kind of use this video as an inspiration, playing on Euclid and playing on that morph and playing on shapes and forms and playing on, where it all began and where it all ends. And the end is beginning and the beginning is the end. And, you know, there's no right or wrong. There's no time. There's no sprint. Is no, uh, uh, end date or expiration date. We have all our lives to grow and to progress. My purpose is not to tell you it stops here or it starts there. My purpose, I feel, is to just totally every day expand a little further, bend a little bit more. You could just, stretch a little. See if you can. You did 10 push-ups. See if you can do 11. And if you can, now we know that there's a possibility. Could it be this theory? Sure. You want to stop there? We can stop there if you feel comfortable to stop. But what if I throw another angle and tell you that it can keep going? That maybe there's another theory behind this, and another theory, and another theory, and another theory. So what do we have? Oh, there's a bunch of theories. Yeah, it's a bunch of fucking theories. But guess what else we have? We have expansion. Mm. So it doesn't stop there. So I'm not focused on the subject matter, or even though we talk about many different subjects, but it's not so much the subject. It could be many different subjects. Oh, they're gonna do this next. Oh, they're gonna try to kill you like this. Oh, they're gonna try to, burn out your community. Oh, they're gonna hit you with a bunch of fucking harp weapons and natural disasters. And oh yeah, 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 they're gonna do all they yeah. You ain't seen nothing yet. They get done with fire. They get done with air. That's the tornadoes and rain and water. Oh, wait till they hit you with the earth. Oh, it's gonna be fucking earthquakes in diverse places. That's what the Bible says. Wait till they hit you with the fucking Project Blue Beam. You're gonna have motherfuckers coming out here talking about they're Jesus and they're fucking, God, and the world is ending, so you better bow down and worship me. A bunch of antichrists are all running through this motherfucker. Just wait till that time come. Wait till all of a sudden they hit you with these fucking harp EMF frequency, like Deborah Tavares mentioned many, many years ago. When they start sending these fucking 5G, 6G signals, 7G signals through your fucking brain, and you're like, yo, Wise, everybody just heard a fucking message in their brain saying to, I don't know, jump off a fucking cliff. That's when you're gonna be like, yo, we ain't seen all the frontiers that this battle can morph into. Wait till you go outside and you thinking, maybe all these years we talked about tanks rolling down your street, despotism, tyranny, martial law, all this fucking government fucking, murder. Wait till you go outside your fucking door and it's a robot, a fucking AI, Chinese built fucking robot, American built fucking robot that can jump higher than you ever could fucking imagine with your old ass bones and human fucking limitations. This fucking AI can jump from your front porch to your fucking rooftop like some shit from iRobot with Will Smith. And this motherfucker's telling you submit or die. And you shoot that motherfucker with your shotgun and then shoot him in the head and his head fucking fall up and it reverses and turns around and drop kicks you through the fucking back fucking door. Welcome to the new age. When you sleeping at night and all of a sudden they hit you with a fucking EMF weapon that makes you wake up in the middle of the night and you're bashing your head into the fucking door and you can't figure out why you can't stop your head from banging into a fucking concrete pillar, you ain't seen shit yet. And half of these motherfuckers on this platform is getting weak, tired, exhausted. And the only thing they fucking did was try to attempt to stick a needle in your fucking ass and or censor your fucking channel. And just for those simple fucking things, half of the fucking people in this community has already dropped off the fucking planet. Except for yours truly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go fucking figure. Every day I wake up and every day I get on these platforms, every day I do a video, I'm waiting for the demon to show up. And I know he ain't gonna show up the way that did this little simple goofy ass. Oh, he's gonna show up, he's gonna show up at your door with a G.I. Joe. These motherfuckers may show up at your door, man, with a tank. And you walk outside, there's gonna be a tank in front of your house, and that motherfucking tank, like Transformers, might fucking morph or deform Euclid forming. Might deform into a fucking 50-foot tall fucking robot. A fucking 50-foot robot with a fucking Tommy gun. Wise, you have 10 seconds to submit. 10, 9, 8. I'm like, yo, there's a fucking 40-foot tall fucking Transformer Optimus Prime looking motherfucker in front of my house right now, telling me I gotta submit and get a needle in my ass, worship Lucifer, or the fuck, whatever fuck God they got the next day. I got 10 seconds for my family to submit, or this motherfucker's gonna huff and puff and blow my house down. Holy shit! I was expecting the fucking Jesuits. I was expecting a bunch of fucking Catholic Jesuits to come to my fucking door with stupid ass stockings and curled up fucking shoes, chucking their fucking arms to, to reading me the fucking scriptures from the fucking Old Testament. Instead, I got a fucking robot, 80,000 robots in front of my house with no fucking human in sight, with 30,000 drones that can scan my fucking body to look at my blood fucking alcohol level or my fucking blood pressure to see if my heart beating at a certain RPMs or BPMs and know exactly how to det me. Yeah, Jesuit fucking robot. I'm thinking some fucking Vatican priest is gonna try to take my fucking soul. So you better watch out for those fucking motherfuckers stealing your soul. It's a fucking robot. Jesuit robot that's gonna take you, that's gonna steal your fucking soul. I mean, I'm laughing at it, but I'm just saying it's changing, and we have to be prepared for that possible change. You think the shit is gonna stay at this level where it's like, yo, man, hey, man, YouTube shut me down, and boring. It's boring because I don't have a lot of people, a lot of subs, a lot of the monetizations, and it's gonna come to a point where to even listen to my fucking voice, to even hear my channel, to even join the live stream, you're gonna click on my fucking channel and it's gonna say, please enter your social security number to listen to Wise 1984. In order to view Wise, please scan your fucking government ID by enabling your camera and uploading this image into fucking YouTube prior to viewing this video. What the fuck are we dealing with? It's a battle you didn't prepare for. Well, it's a battle that you tapped out too soon because you thought that was it. You thought like, yo, you maxed out. Like, yeah, man, I did everything I could do. This is as good as it gonna get. Yeah, you think so. You ain't seen shit yet. They got a whole lot of tricks up their sleeve, folks. One of the tricks, oh, it's fire coming from Canada. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fire coming from Canada, all right? These motherfuckers burning every one of us out. They boxing you out from any type of survival, any type of off the grid, any type of self-sustainability. Own nothing and be fucking happy. They burning each and every one of us out from any fucking natural resource that we could use to sustain ourselves against their fucking institutions. And if I had to burn every fucking tree on this fucking earth, I would scorch every fucking tree on this earth to get your ass to move into a fucking mortgage debt cave that we own, that you work and forever work. And when your ass lose that house, you think you're gonna live in your car? We would tax the fuck out of every fucking road, hence your tolls. Just to sleep in your fucking car, we would tax the fucking tires that is used to drive the fucking car so much that you wouldn't even be able to sit in a fucking car, even if it's not moving. The fucking key you use to turn the ignition will cost so much money because we get the fucking, because the fucking rare earth minerals that makes the key, the metal, the key that turns the ignition is so high that it will cost you so much money just to have a key to turn the fucking ignition that you would never be able to drive the car on the tires that you would never be able to afford. So we would come and rip your ass out of that car. You'd be living on the street. Hence, you can't live on the street. We will put your ass in a shelter. And once you do that, your ass is ours. And at that moment, we're gonna stick this shit in your we're gonna stick this needle in your ass. Because you have nothing no more. There's no going to a forest, going to a farm, living off the grid. I got a fucking drone that would scan this fucking grid, off grid living fucking cabin, fucking tree house that you done built in a remote fucking forest. I would scorch this. I would scan this fucking entire region with a drone and burn you the fuck out. That's facts. You seeing it now. Reconnaissance, surveillance, analytics, satellite, survey. I know what you motherfuckers are thinking about doing. You don't think I listen to your fucking live streams? I don't need to watch Wise no more. I got bots watching Wise right now. The ticker shows 10 or 8 or 9 or 7 or whatever. The bot count is much higher. There's more bots watching me than y'all right now. There's more drones and AI and Skynet watching me more than y'all right now. I don't give a fuck about my numbers, which is why I don't give a fuck about my numbers. They give a fuck about what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is life, and what you saying is frequency, and what you saying is thought. What you saying is form and shape, and can expand and extend and create. They don't give a fuck about how many numbers I'm pulling. They want to make sure I'm not saying some shit that's gonna reconfigure their whole fucking Skynet, their whole fucking transhumanism nanobot fucking farm. Fuck Wise over here talking about. He telling them they know that we scanning the fucking trees and we scanning the forests, we scanning the farms. I'm trying to stay ahead of these fools. They already know people trying to migrate this and people going rely on nature to get this and get this. This is why you think this fucking dude Trump all of a sudden ivermectin, quercetin. These motherfuckers want talking about natural remedies and all this shit. We were talking about this shit for years. Trump RX. They know what people did. They know what people did during COVID. Everybody migrated to the nature to find ways or thought about ways to help fight off these fucking viruses. It's like, oh, that's what people do, huh? Okay, that's what they do. Oh, you get on here and talk about elderberry and okay, okay. Yeah, we know what we're gonna do now. You won't find a fucking box of fucking elderberry on a fucking shelf very, very soon. You're not gonna find it. Oh, these people out there buying burn gas masks because they getting prepared for radiological, biological fucking, poisons and attacks. Guess what? We're gonna buy them all up. Well, these people thinking that they're gonna jump in their vehicles and put oil, gasoline in their car to try to get away from the fucking drones that are gonna follow them. That's okay. We'll raise the fucking gas prices $6 a gallon, $7 a gallon. You'll be lucky enough to be able to afford to get the fuck out of your community when we burn and shit down. Imagine Lahana, Hawaii. One issue was you couldn't get the fuck out because the police and the fucking people that's supposed to help you was trapping you in. That's one issue you got to get over. The next issue in the next chapter 2.0 is going to be we're going to burn you out. And when you jump in your car to go to get the fuck out and you try to get into a gas station to get gas, you can't even afford to put gas in your car to get the fuck out. I'll do you one better. Everybody like EV vehicles. Cool. Yeah, you can get 400 miles on fucking battery. Oh yeah, you could drive from East Coast to West Coast on one battery charge. That's cool. When we burn you out of your fucking village and you jump in your EV vehicle to get the fuck out and try to drive to Oregon or drive wherever fucking Canada, wherever the fuck you trying to go, we control the computer in your shit and we gonna, the shit ain't gonna even start when you try to leave. So my point is that they've already mapped steps ahead of us. We gotta think steps ahead of them. And at some point, we live in Hunger Games here. At some point, it's like shit. Maybe they do got you checkmated. Maybe they do got us checkmated. There's only one card left. Shit, I gotta storm the gates. I'm gonna have to hit the motherfucking headquarters. These motherfuckers burning down trees and forests and communities and farms. Gas prices through the roof. EV vehicles driving your ass into a flood zone. They shutting off power in Indiana for fucking 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight. Fucking telecommunications and energy companies can't even fucking restore people's power in a reasonable time once before school starts. Motherfuckers' food getting so spoiled they gotta throw out week worth of food only to get you to go back to the store now and buy the GMOs, the shit that's in the food in the stores that Bill Gates pushed out. Motherfuckers getting bit by mosquitoes every fucking minute. Oh, these are Asian mosquitoes. These might be Bill Gates type shit. Going back to how Gates did. You go get the vaccine one way or the other, motherfucker. You thought you escaped COVID. Mosquitoes, they call them Asian mosquito. I seen this shit on the news the other day. Asian mosquito. What the fuck is this, man? Like some new species of mosquitoes biting people and the fuck? Oh, that's that gate shit again. We back on that, right? This shit repeats. This shit don't take a day off. It just morphs into new things. It's taking form, taking shape. Euclid, taking shape. And we got to take shape. We got to, or you don't take shape, you better recognize the shape. Do you beat the trapezoid by turning into a triangle? Do you beat the triangle by turning into a circle? Fuck it. The hexagon with a square. You know the essence of where they coming from. You know the truth of what they are, and the form, the base foundation in which they sprang from. You might be able to deal with them. You might be able to deal with them. So I'm trying my hardest, man, to keep my little crew that I rock with on here. Like, yo, you guys are from the Wise team, man. We are the Wise team. Like, I'm gonna give you the tools, man. You go out there on your own, man. Like, you're gonna know like how to deal with these fucking fools on these platforms, or or whether you got your own channel, like you guys are my peoples, man. Y'all my guys, my girls, y'all mines, and I'm gonna be here to continue to expand the thought, expand the conversation to levels that these motherfuckers ain't gonna take it, because they running the machine. That's the machine code. Fuck the machine code. The machine code stay bumping every single day, 365. That oil machine, boy, let me tell you something. That motherfucker getting funded. That machine getting funded. Got mad funds. That shit don't never stop. That shit never take a day off. That machine can't afford to. That's how you know it's prop as in propaganda. That's how you know it's propaganda. Machine spit propaganda every day, nonstop, like the news. You ever seen a news station that's off the air? Show me a local news station that don't that have a day where you cut the fucking news on and tell you, you know, channel cannot transmit off the air. You would never see a fucking news station off the air on the fucking on a Monday morning or whatever morning. They specialize in keeping this machine going, man, every day. Every day. That's when you know it ain't good for you. That's when you know this fucking system that we live in, this shit keeps going every single day, nonstop. Lights, internet, TV, all this shit every day. Every fucking day. Every fucking day. And when the power go out, it's almost like a wow. I can't believe there's another world outside of fucking, the major corporations. There is a world outside of that. And they know it is. Now what do we do? What do we do to morph and to transform and to grow as things in the world grow? I told a friend of mine, I said, for every drone, there's a shotgun. For every drone, there's buckshot. For every fucking scanned body cell, there's mylar or aluminum foil. How funny does that sound, right? People before us, these tinfoil hats. For every scan of your fucking brain or your thoughts or your body organs, there's a roll of aluminum foil. For every fire, there's a respirator just to survive. And obviously for every fire there's water. Obviously if we had water. I always wonder, will fires burn closer to their houses? Let me rephrase that. Is it possible for a fire to burn close to their, not yours? Is it possible for a fire to burn close to their bird's nest? In other words, it'd be nice to see Stephanie and Kim Trail. It'd have been a beautiful sight to see that fire magically, strangely enough, or grossly enough, consume the mountains of Cheyenne or Cayenne. It'd have been wonderful to see that fire that ripped many, many peoples out of their homes, that it spreads and engulf Fort Knox, which ain't shit there no fucking way, but or a military base. That conveniently convenient was a fire that doesn't scorch the infrastructure of the establishment, but only burns out and touches the establishments of the innocent. I wonder what happened when a drone or a fleet of drones that could devastate a community or a neighborhood. What would happen if a fleet of drones devastate Washington, D.C., or where these fucking politicians live? A nuke that can be dropped on a city like Chicago. I would love to see a nuke dropped on a city where 90% of the fucking politicians lived. Or tornado that touched down in, communities around, Chicago and things like that. I would love to see the same tornadoes touch the residents of Mar-a-Lago. It just seems like in this world we live in, the fucking things that affect us never fucking touches them. They always barely escape away from the tragedies and the calamities that, whether it's Hurricane Katrina or many other disasters that we all face as humans, they always seem to avoid these areas where these rich fucking oligarchs perch. Maybe one day that'll change. But I can't remember a moment in time where I've seen a bunch of rich motherfuckers in the middle of the street crying because their mansion, their $1 billion mansion, got burned to the fucking ground or struck by a fucking tornado. I've never seen that. Show me some shit. Maybe somebody can send me some videos. I've never seen that. I've never seen this fucking rich kid get on fucking WGN, Chicago News, and say, our $1 billion house got hit by a tornado. They just always live in the right locations that never get affected or never get inflicted by natural disasters. Wow. Why is that? And is that logical or even fucking possible? So that's where I'd be like, is this shit all like contrived? Because you never see it happen to any other place except for regular folks like us that are affected by these fucking events. A school shooting never fucking happens in your richest of fucking rich neighborhood. I would love to see a college shooting where fucking Barron Trump happens to be there. It never happens. Never happens at Harvard or Yale. These fucking skull and bones institutions. Why is that? They're immune to every fucking thing that we get hit by, period. So there is some solutions. And that solution is not, maybe the solution is not to just like run and try to survive. What if the solution is, you know what? We might have figured it out. It's reflection. Give these motherfuckers what they give to you. What if that's the solution? Oh, you know what, Wise? When they burn in your fucking house, man, flee. Hit the border. Live off the grid. Or the solution could be, you know what, man? These motherfuckers give me fire and burn out my fucking neighborhood. I'm going to burn theirs out. Fuck it. Let's see what they do. Let's see what new fucking technology they can come out with to stop forest fires when it's affecting their fucking communities. Cause I couldn't figure it out yet. I mean, when a fire hits, we try to go get water, we try to get a fucking extinguisher. These blazes are fucking a lot. So we just jumped in the car and just got a hotel. We got the fuck out of Dodge. I'm curious what Donald Trump would do. In Mar-a-Lago, if that entire fucking area got lit up in a flame, what the fuck would they do? What the fuck would the people at the White House do if that whole entire Washington, D.C. area got burned the fuck out through a fucking fire from Canada? I wonder what they would do. Would they jump in a plane and fly to Europe? Maybe they'd go underground. Maybe they'd jump in a fucking Boeing 757 and dump thousands of gallons of water over a fucking forest. Maybe they can teach us exactly what we need to do to win. I wonder. What the fuck would they do with no power? I gotta go out and get a fucking generator and spend hundreds of dollars to keep that shit up for 8 hours and 4 days and 5 days and 6 days. Shut the fucking power in these oligarchs' neighborhood. Maybe they will finally invent a battery, some EV fucking battery, like they power these fucking cars. They can travel 500 miles an hour. Maybe they'll create a battery that runs a generator that can last 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time. Because if they did that, if the power ever goes out, me and my family will have electricity for a long time. So we wouldn't give a fuck if ComEd or NIPSCO ever restore the power, because I got a battery that can last a long time. Who gives a shit? I wonder what inventions they would come out with if the shit affected their communities, their neighborhoods, their society, their buildings, their infrastructure, their way of life. Oh, you'll get Elon Musk, you'll get a fucking invention very quick if fires affected his neighborhood. This motherfucker would come out with an AI robot. Matter of fact, I'll give you one better. He would come out with a fucking AI fire department. It would be AI full of fucking firemen, robots, with red fucking jackets on, with helmets and a water hose, running into the forest. They can't get burned by fire because they're fucking metal. And they will put out every fucking forest. You will have 100,000 AI robot firemen running up into Seattle, Oregon, into Canada, putting out forest fires every fucking second. I guarantee you that. And they're all connected on Starlink. You wouldn't have one forest fucking fire that would last longer than a day. It'll be an army of 200,000 fucking robots putting out fires. Fire fucking robots, cuts. You actually see that shit? Holy shit. You have AI robots, AI construction, insurance agent robots. Think about this shit. I ain't just talking just to be talking. I'm actually using humor, but think about this. Communities hit by hurricanes, houses tore the fuck up, cars damaged. You will have a army of 100,000 AI insurance agent robots going to your community, assessing the damage, providing damage quotes for your insurance, and more importantly, AI construction companies. Why is tripping tonight, yo? I'm tripping. I'm like, you're wired down, but I'm tripping tonight. You have AI fucking fucking construction companies showing up in a fucking truck, light companies, right? Like NIPSCO and ComEd, AI fucking robot ComEd, fucking power, engineers showing up in AI robot trucks, rebuilding power lines that fell down during a storm. Why can't these rich oligarch motherfuckers like Elon Musk and Peter Thiel? Why can't you motherfuckers come up with solutions using your fucking AI, hypothetically, to fix the communities that is affected by natural disasters? I would send 100,000 fucking robots to build every house affected by a tornado. That shit would be built up in a month. Can you imagine that? Fucking AI robots like pulling up lumber and they building the houses and shit. Yo, man, if AI can do what we think if we give AI all the power and all the prestige, you could imagine AI build a fucking house back in six weeks. Yo, man, tornado blew your house down. Don't worry, man. We got a fleet of fucking robots that's about to build your shit back up in a week. Problem solved. State Farm Insurance just sent a fleet of fucking robots, man. Like this whole community be back up in the this whole community has been devastated by hurricanes and fucking floods. They'll be back up in a week. No human needed. So it shows you how good the technology really is, or is it bullshit? It's bullshit because they won't use that shit that they claim is so powerful. They would never use that shit to save your life. They would never use that shit to sustain, as they say, sustainable, right, development. They would never use that shit to sustain your life. And that right in that take all the bullshit of like research and AI is, Satan and all. Take all that shit out of it. Just keep it simple. They won't even use a motherfucking AI to cure. That fucking robot wouldn't do fucking heart surgery on you. Hey, I need a heart transplant. You think they would send a fucking robot to, we'll find a heart for you, get a robot to pop a heart in, boom. Use an AI fucking medical robot to figure out a cure to fucking cancer and HIV. That robot will figure that motherfucking AI will figure that shit out in fucking 3 days how to cure cancer. What's the fucking problem? Why we ain't got an AI robot on the fucking job right now trying to figure out how to cure half of these diseases that's afflicting society? Because they don't want it to. They wouldn't dare. Why we ain't got AI robot helicopters dropping 50,000 gallons of water on a fucking forest fire and within 30 seconds that the fire fucking starts? They don't want it to. That's not what it's built for. That's not what it's designed to do. That's not what it's designed for. It's not designed for your survivability. It's designed for your demise. BlackRock and Wall Street, BlackRock and State Street and all these companies, they build a fucking robot, every fucking AI know how to shoot an AR-15. The AI fucking robot dog know how to do a backflip, run around with a fucking camera, duck in between a fucking tight space with a fucking bomb to blow up your ass and to, you know, do God knows anything that revolves around murder, death, and kill. That AI is on top. That AI can do anything when it comes to military murder, military missions, blowing up some shit, killing some shit. But that motherfucking AI ain't at the grocery store helping to scan the groceries of thousands of people looking to buy new, milk and food because all their food got thrown out because of a fucking storm or a fucking fire. Where's the fucking AIs at the goddamn grocery stores helping to check out my fucking groceries? I gotta buy $250 worth of fucking groceries because the fucking power went out and the shit spoiled. I would love to go to the grocery store right now, get in and get out. I got some fucking old lady taking 45 fucking minutes to scan bunch of fucking bread and lunch meat that I gotta replace because of fucking power outages. Where's the fucking bot? The bot would have me in and out in a fucking heartbeat. Nowhere to be found. AI is never there to help you when you need it. Come on, think about it. When the power went out, I should have been able to get on the phone, dial 911, say, yo, 911, I need a fucking AI robot over here right now to bring me 2 pounds of, bring me 80 pounds of fucking propane so I can run my generator for 19.95. And here's my credit card information or debit card information. Okay, we got a motherfucking AI on the way on the way soon. Thank you. Hey, I got a power outage. I need you to go to this pole in the back of my house and restore this fucking power line so me and my community can have power. Oh, absolutely, sir. We got an AI on the way right now. That'll cost you $39. Perfect. Thank you. Great. I love AI. Transhumanism is great. Perfect. It's helping humanity to get back on track in the middle of a fire. Hey, I got a fire in my backyard. Some dumb motherfucker playing with matches. He lit up a fucking forest fire. This shit might spread through my whole community. I need a motherfucking AI fireman out here right now to put this shit out ASAP. We got an AI right. He's right around the corner right now buying groceries for an old lady. He'll be there in 10 minutes to put out that fire. It cost you $59.99. Here's my debit card. Perfect. Thank you. Motherfucking AI ain't nowhere to be found when the motherfucking shit hit the fan. AI ain't nowhere to be found when the shit hit the motherfucking fan. You got all them Navy guys I saw on the news real quick. Let me get out of here. Navy dudes in the motherfucking Trump administration. They over there fucking like shitting in fucking bags and throwing it in the ocean and trying to jump overboard because they're going crazy. They've been out in the ocean for like way too fucking long. Right? It's the military. It's the Navy. It's the government. These people over here in the government, I know a couple people that's on those ships. They like, yo, man, there's a mutiny. People trying to jump overboard and commit suicide because they've been on this fucking ocean for like 300 fucking days. Toilets ain't working and they eating fucking like, from what we was told, they're eating like moldy bread with meat. It's the government, the same people that's promoting this shit to you. They should have fucking robot chefs on the ship. Hello, Officer Johnson. It looks like you are starving. Don't jump overboard. We will provide you with a cheeseburger with lettuce and tomato and a fry with a milkshake. So the same AI that these fucking technocrats are building don't even got AI on a fucking ship to help the fucking sailors fucking eat. These motherfuckers are jumping overboard because they're losing their fucking minds. You don't got a fucking AI psychologist that's there to fucking keep these motherfuckers from killing themselves because they're losing their fucking minds on a fucking ship for a fucking war that's killing innocent people. You see? AI ain't there to keep you alive, to keep you surviving, to keep you ahead of the game. From everything we've been saying about AI since we've been on these platforms, AI is only used to kill you, to destroy you, to dumb you down, or Euclid, to deform you, to break your ass back down. It ain't meant for humans to progress or use for you to, you know, get back on track. You ain't got AI in the motherfucking hood preventing black motherfuckers from shooting each other. Fucking AI run out there and say, "Hey, don't shoot that gun and kill your brother." Or AI jump in front of the bullet to stop a gang turf war from escalating into a neighborhood in a community that's about to kill a young black girl who's sitting on her porch, but she get hit by an innocent bullet from a drive-by shooting. You would think that Chicago police would deploy an AI fucking robot like iRobot. I'm using all this shit from the Will Smith movie because I just watched that stupid ass movie a few days ago. But you would think that the government would deploy a fucking AI robot that would run into the community, jump in front of a bullet to save an innocent girl who's about to be shot by a stray bullet because the street cameras, shot spotter, they call it here in Chicago, shot spotter overheard and saw that a bullet was shot on 79th and Cottage fucking Grove. So an AI robot raced on the scene, jumped in front of the bullet to keep the bullet from shooting an innocent young girl on her bike. Where the fuck is AI when you need it? Matter of fact, wouldn't it be nice cuts to be able to call an AI right now and say, "Hey, AI, robot, we got a bunch of motherfuckers over there on Gematria, got people slapping their veins doing crack cocaine. Can you go over there, please, and just create a fucking bot army of bots to flood up the chat section to warn people that this fucking motherfucker is out here pushing Talmudic Jewish mysticism that's trapping people's souls in this conundrum? Can you generate a bot army of 100,000 bots to counter this fucking battle that we gotta face and deal with on the other side of YouTube? Just a couple of channels that way. Maybe I can call YouTube to see if they can dispatch a bunch of fucking AI bots to help fight this fucking conglomerate of the machine that's fucking up the entire conscious being of humans. No, they're not available for me. They're not available for you. Damn. You know, maybe I can call up, maybe there's some truther bots out there. I can call a fucking hotline and say, "Hey man, the truther community, a lot of these motherfuckers left the community. I'm the only one out here probably still putting out videos." Hey man, hey, I'm back. I'm back. I gotta get out of here. But I'm back in silly. Do do do. I call the number. Ring. Brrr. Hey, how you doing? This is Wise 1984. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm the only motherfuckers out here right now still putting out videos about consciousness and vibration and freedom. Most motherfuckers is motherfuckers packed it up. A lot of people left. Motherfuckers making music and shit. I mean, I love Yeah Right. I love him. I love Yeah Right to death. I love my man. I don't get me wrong. I love Yeah Right to death. That's my man. That's my brother. Motherfuckers out here making music. Motherfuckers moving around, man. Everybody moving around. Everybody shaking and moving. And I ain't gonna, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Everybody shaking and moving. Everybody shaking and moving. Cause I was shaking and moving. I ain't saying they never. Everybody shaking and moving. Can I get an AI bot on the scene? Can I get a motherfucking AI? I need a motherfucker. They say, "Well, okay, Mr. Wise, what type of bot you looking for?" I need the motherfucking truth or AI. I need the motherfucking truth or AI. I need about 40. I'll keep it general 'cause I ain't got that much money. I need about 40 truth or robots. We'll call this motherfucker Virus of Truth. All right, he's a play on truth virus. We'll call it Virus of Truth. We'll call the other motherfucking robot, we'll call it the Right Matrix. We'll call it motherfucking the Right Matrix. The Right Matrix. We'll call him the Right Matrix 22. I need the motherfucking truth to bot. We'll call that motherfucker we'll call him One Cut. One Cut Above. It's a play on Cuts One. We'll call him One Cut Above. And we got Kimmy Love. Let me see what I'm gonna do with Kimmy. We'll call this motherfucker we'll call him Jimmy Love. We'll call him Jimmy Love. I need an AI robot called Jimmy Love. We got We got motherfucking we got chemtrail cowboy. We'll call him motherfucking we'll call him harp cowboy. We'll call him the harp cowboy. Shit. We'll call him harpy. You know what I'm saying? We call him motherfucking call him a harpy. Why still here though? So we ain't gonna fuck with why. We'll say let's see what we got. We got I need about 40 of them. Okay, Mr. Wise, for 40, you're looking at about $399.50. All right, fuck it. Here's a debit card. Here's my debit card. Fuck it. I need him to talk about consciousness and vibration and frequency. But I need these motherfuckers to make a video every fucking day because we got these fucking gematria motherfuckers over here. They're like flooding the airwaves. I need them every day, man. 24 seconds. I don't make videos like I used to, and Yeah Right doesn't make videos like he used to, and True Virus and many other people out there, Laz Valdez. We don't make videos like we used to. You know, Universal Mother, she's gone. I don't know where she's at. I hope she's good. Everybody's gone, man. Like, what the fuck? Can you guys step in and take over this shit? Can you guys step in and like kind of like hold the fort down and and I need them to cover these type of videos. They're like, all right, cool. 39.99.50. All right, cool. When can we have these motherfuckers upload videos? They're like, well, we can start tonight. All right, cool. Have them to sub my channel. Yeah, right, channel. Cut channel. We need them. And we need them to kind of like, be the presence for us while we kind of move around and do life. We moved around. Like, absolutely. But that shit ain't available for that. That shit ain't available for us to use that for. You see? Now, not to say I would utilize AI, God, don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is like AI in itself inherently is not designed with your benefit in mind. It's designed for your demise. It's not designed for your growth, for your evolution, for your formation, Euclid. But it's designed to deform you, detract from you, break you down, frustrate you, exhaust you, make you feel frustrated, and to fact check you and to censor you and get you the fuck out of the way. That's what it's meant to do. Because when you need it, the technology never shows up when you need it. The technology never shows up to save humanity or to prevent humanity from life-changing, life-altering events. The motherfuckers who are rich and making money off the technology and off the fucking rhetoric are not using the technology or the rhetoric to save you when it's needed and when there is a major emergency. No AI bot came to your fucking rescue to find out how to stop COVID, quote unquote. No AI came to your fucking rescue or is coming to your rescue to stop the biggest killer that the human race ever known, which is cancer. Figure that the fuck out. No AI is running to White House to stop Trump goofy ass from dropping a nuke on Iran or Korea, North Korea, or his family, excuse my language, from raping little kids. Wouldn't that been nice? A fucking AI robot runs to fucking the Epstein Islands with a shotgun and blew Jeffrey Epstein right in his fucking head because we called a 1-800 number. 1-800 number save me. And we told the AI bot service, yo, man, I think this motherfucker is in a fucking island somewhere raping fucking kids. Can I get a fucking robot to go down there and check this shit out? And if this motherfucker is actually raping little kids, I'm willing to pay an extra $20 on my debit card to get this motherfucker to blow this fucking dude's heads off. Yes, Mr. Wise, we will send an AI robot right now. Please provide us with your debit card number. All right, my debit card fucking number is 0003394480066. Can we have your 4 digit your fucking 4 digit 3 digit code on the back of your card? Yeah. That's 664. Thank you, Mr. Wise. We will have a robot down there within where these robots work. We have a fucking robot down there within 2 hours. Great, because I'm hearing some YouTube videos. This motherfucker's down here, man, snatching up kids, raping fucking kids with all these fucking weirdos. Yo, man, how much it costs to get this motherfucker double lot bucks slugs? Oh, that'd be an extra. That'd be an extra 50.99, Mr. Wise. Yo, add that to the card too. While you at it. Thank you. Can you send me a receipt when the motherfucker's shit is completed? Absolutely, Mr. Wise. We'll send you a receipt if, in fact, we find out this motherfucker's down there raping little kids. The AI robot will kill this motherfucker on site, and we will send you the receipt. Absolutely. Thank you, AI robot. I appreciate it, and I will and send me the receipt. And I have no problem referring you to any of my friends on YouTube for future services. Thank you, Mr. Wise. Have a great day. You too. Bye. Click. Why couldn't I use AI for that shit? I would love to, because it ain't meant for that. Peter Thiel and Yuval Harari and Klaus Schwab and you know Bill Gates and Elon Musk and all these rich fucking motherfuckers at the top, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, all these motherfuckers will never let you employ AI to take them the fuck out. So the algorithm in itself is flawed and written against you. It's written against you. Hey AI, can I hire AI right now? I hire a motherfucking AI bot. I'll put that motherfucker in my backyard right now, and I would pay a courier AI service $39.99 a fucking month for the next 10 years to have AI to build me a nuclear fucking bomb that I could get that AI to drop that shit on Washington D.C. at any fucking moment. I would pay that AI robot 24/7, 365 if that fucking robot can build a fucking AI, a fucking nuclear atomic bomb in my backyard 24/7, 365 for the next 4 or 5 years. Please, AI, can I rent a motherfucking AI bot to build me a bomb to drop on a fucking White House? That's my point. They would never let you have that technology to usurp them. The drone could never be used to map a senator's fucking house. It ain't meant to do that. The people that design it, the oligarchs that build that, put it in a code that it's never meant to tell you who's the ones running the script. The people running the Talmudic agenda would never put a script in the agenda. They would never put a page in a book to show you how to overthrow their fucking narrative. Hence, you got to think outside the box. The secret teaching of all ages and all these books we've been talking about will never give you the key to the solution. Because then I write my own fucking book. I'll call it The Wise Teachings of All Ages. Wouldn't be no motherfucking Manly P. Hall. It'd be wise on a Wise Hall. It'd be Wise P. Hall. Wouldn't be no motherfucking Timothy Leary. It'd be Wise Timothy. Timothy Wise. You feel me? Sidney Gottlieb. It'd be motherfucking Wise Gottlieb. Gottlieb Wise. So that's how we gotta go. That's how we gotta think. Exactly. No, they're not cuts. They're not a legitimate source for anything. I mean, they're good. I'll say this: they're stepping stone educational resources to move. This is what I'm talking about. Euclid's theory. It's Euclid theory upon theorems. It's the title of his live stream. They're steps to turn a triangle into a square, square into a circle, circle into a trapezoid, trapezoid into a hexagon, and so and all back around. They're only pieces of crumbs that they give you, but keep you in the dark about 80% of the other shit that you couldn't know. It was meant for you to stay there, be content, and accept it as the do all, end all, be all. But it's only in your expansion of thought that you rise above the teachings of secret teachings and Masonic bullshit that you say, wait a minute, 33rd is not a degree per se, but a extent in which you recognize there's more outside of the limitations. Let me say that again for those who catch it. The pyramid is always uncapped. They will never teach y'all this. These motherfuckers, man. That's why I like these Masons motherfuckers and these Lodge motherfuckers. Like, I see them, I'm like, you don't want to talk to me. You don't want to talk to me. So take your little hat with your little funny tassel and hanging off to the side. Real cute. Your little car with your little Mason symbol on the back of your fucking car, and you think you're some fucking, Masonic fucking GD, all this fucking bullshit. All right, cool, 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 cool. The reason why the pyramid is not capped, because it can never be capped. It can never be capped because it's infinite. Infinite growth. Euclid's theorem. Yeah, Euclid type shit. 32 and below, though we look at 33, is only an expression of a deeper truth. These motherfuckers, let me say this, cuz you gotta listen right here, right? These motherfuckers get in 33rd, 33rd. They don't even know what 33rd mean. I'll tell you what 33rd mean. 33rd is really a marker, a alert. I think I like the word alert. We'll stick with alert. 33rd is an alert. That for the fool who was at 32, who thought he was cool, thought he was there, he thought he made it, realized that there was a 33. Now, whether that demon is 33 or whether that 33 is related to that lodge or that demon that owns the lodge, that 33 is a symbology of you thought the shit stopped, but it didn't. You thought the shit ended, but it didn't. You thought it reached a point, but did it? You thought there was a ending, or is it? You thought that the 90 degree ended until it morphed into the square. You thought the square and a triangle, 90-degree triangle, ended until you see it morph into a hexagon. You thought the hexagon stopped and the square and the triangle until it turned into a trapezoid. And society in itself has reached a pinnacle, hence they think, until a Christ takes human growth to a next level and somebody say, damn, we thought back in the 1700s or way beyond during the times of the Egyptians that human consciousness and human creativity stopped. But somebody in human genealogy came along and pushed the boundary to another level. Whether that's scientists or doctors or people that study, I don't know, maybe Euclid. Somebody like Euclid, right? I'm talking about a person or, right? Like, wow. Euclid took mind, Tesla took mind and expanded beyond 33rd. Damn, I thought it capped. Right now we're capped. Human society is only stuck at third dimensional, 33rd dimensional, third dimensional. Could one say 33rd is really a play on third dimensional? Damn, can't wait till the motherfucker take us to a fourth dimensional way of thought, way of being. And then the fools in the fucking caves, the guys who scribes and Pharisees, they run and say, holy shit, wise or whomever took thought to another level way beyond Krishna or way beyond Buddha or way beyond Christ. And all of a sudden, maybe there's a 34th degree. Maybe there's a 35th degree. Could it be a 40th degree? Humans at this point may only be at 32, 33, 33rd degree. The fuck happens when we reach 43rd degree? I'll tell you what, I'll give you a glimpse on what the fuck will happen if I ever, or we ever reach a fucking 43rd fucking degree. I'll be able to get off this fucking YouTube. I'll be able to come through your fucking computer screen and sit on your fucking chair right in front of you. Right? I mean, I'll be able to say, yo, fuck this. I'm done talking on this fucking platform. Hey, Kimmy, I'm about to visit you right now. I'll come through her fucking computer screen, morph through cyberspace, sit right next to her with a fucking drink and say, hey, what up, girl? I'm about to sign off this fucking YouTube. I'm going to sit with you tonight and we just going to talk. You'd be like, holy shit. Why is just morph through fucking bits and binaries through cyberspace and presenting himself right in front of me in a fucking form? In a fucking form. I don't need a bus ticket. And I damn sure don't need an AI robot. And I get off this live stream, I'm gonna fucking jump through fucking cyberspace through IPs and fucking binaries like the Matrix. And I'm gonna go through this fucking portal of fucking binary bits, and I'm gonna say, hey, Kimmy, it's Wise. You busy? She said, what's up, Wise? What you doing? What you doing here? I said, look, is you want to let me in? I'm kind of going through your binary bits of your fucking reality vision of red, green, and blue, and I'm kind of going through your fucking like third eye, and I'm kind of like, but you got to let me in because I can't just force my way through. You want to let me in? She's like, oh man, yeah, you cool, dude. Go on, sit down. Boom. I show up in a fucking chair like, yo, what up, girl? And when she's ready for me to go, she's like, all right, Wise, somebody ready to go to bed. It's getting late. I'm like, all right, you can go ahead and you can go ahead and close your third eye. I can go ahead and head back home. Boom. And I'd be like, yo, shit, I just fucking astro traveled right into Kimmy's fucking living room to kind of kick it with her for a couple of minutes. Is that 40 fucking third degree? I mean, you just say it. You say, Wise, holy shit. Humans are capped right now. So this whole 33rd, 33, these motherfuckers talk this shit on fucking YouTube. 33rd degree, 33rd, fucking, they have no clue. This is based off of large limitations. I'll say that. Large limitations in this current era. They're limited. And they're watching and they're waiting. And they're waiting to hijack and piggyback hijack off the next person. Because they can't do it. But they're waiting to piggyback and hijack off the next person who can catapult human consciousness to the next level. And once a human, like Christ did way back when, and many others like Christ, once that human exemplify levels of thought similar to Euclid or Tesla, governments around the world will hijack, kill, murder, plunder that person and their wisdom and their knowledge and their experience and their ingenuity and their creativity. And no different than alien creatures. We get into aliens and, Lyrians and Lyrians and Palladians, and you get into your galactic union. They are watching to conquer, to capture, to murder, to interrogate, to dissect, to experiment on any intellectual being that shows higher levels of intelligence that breaks the barrier between 33rd and higher to catapult them into the next level of technology, per se. This is CERN, so that they can find an escape. They can have a reason to transcend. They're capped at 33rd, 32. There's a few of them that squeaked through 32, made it to 33rd, higher level of thinking, expression, understanding, thought, vision, spirituality. But that's as far as they can go because they're limited. It's people like me and you who get on these platforms, who exercise this love for helping humans, our fellow brothers. And then we start expanding on thoughts of Euclid's theorems, where it's like, holy shit, why is you done took this fucking triangle square thing to a whole nother thing? Or we start talking about solutions and we start expanding and contracting and expanding and contracting. We contract in order to expand further. It's like, yo, what the fuck? And this is how you're able to tap into things like, what is COVID really? What are they really trying to do? When they come out with that story or that slogan or that official like Trump, and you're able to see through his rhetoric and say, no, this dude is not who you think he is. He's a demon in disguise, and it's going to take a lot of people to realize that, and a lot of people that's going to die in order, to Operation Warp Speed, and it because we are seeing things in a different aura than those, and it's like the movie They Live. Here's one who can see. Well, how are you able to see? Because we are expanding. We are expanding. We are being rewarded for expanding, because through our expansion we are able to see things before they happen. We are able to predict things before they occur. We are able to protect ourselves against things that they may do in the future. So I have no doubt in knowing that the shit I talk about and the shit I reveal, a lot of this shit I'm saying, y'all ain't gonna catch it until weeks, months later. I knew this shit way back when. When I was on here talking about COVID and carbon vanadium oxide, half of the people listening to me like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Nitric oxide and the pineal gland and the blood brain barrier and the crown and corona and the DNA and mRNA. The DNA as God and the mRNA as the Messiah. Even when I was talking about George Floyd, I said, man, they talking about the salute to Heru, the salute to Heru. I was like, these dudes are worshiping the underworld. They about to resurrect what? They worshiping what? They trying to resurrect something, bring something back into the world. People was like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? And then when COVID came and the AI, and some people don't even know, but AI is AOWAS. You want to go into AI? AOWAS which was Aleister Crowley type shit. He was talking about AI before people talk about it. It's called AOWAS. I'm not gonna make it large because I don't want to highlight this, but I think it was AOWAS. AIWASS. I think it was like that shit. I think that was the spelling, but I'll show y'all in the chat. These motherfuckers talking about he called it AI was. AI was AI. He communicated with it. He communicated with it. But either way, whether he communicated with it or not, but it's nothing new. It's an old thing. It's an old entity. Been around for a long time. He was able to tap into it. He was able to communicate with it. They got you thinking it's some new shit. Shit ain't new. Shit been around, just waiting to be resurrected. Now at the time I was saying that shit, they was like, "What the fuck? Why I talking about? Hey, what the fuck is talking about?" Now the machine. There you go. There you go. Cuts. You learning it. The not yeah. Well, not ayahuasca. That's more of a drug, a gateway, right? We what's up? We but maybe using ayahuasca, he was able to meet this entity, this AI fucking alien fucking thing that told him a lot, taught him a lot, and revealed a lot. But that ain't nothing new. And they who run the machine 24/7, 365, they know and they knew what me and others like me have been warning ahead of time. They knew where I was going. They knew what I was implying, just like this conversation right now. It's like a radar. They can feel where I'm coming from, whether I got 10 people, 20 people, I could have two people. They don't give a shit about the count, which I don't give a shit about the count or the ups and downs. Their radar and listening to the message. The fuck is this guy talking about on here? The fuck he talking about 33rd, and 33rd is not the end. Why them dumbasses got you thinking 33rd is a 33rd on a 33rd and a 42 and the end of the a 33rd Mason is a 33rd. Fucking shit don't end, don't stop at 33rd, a 33. They capped at 33. They are capped at 33. You not, I'm not. They are. And once your ass make it a 34, they gonna copy off of you, they gonna piggyback off of you, they gonna kill you, and they gonna take your lesson and take your knowledge and put it in a fucking book. It'd be Manly P. Hall the second, and he gonna start, and his books ain't gonna say shit about 33rd ever again. They're gonna be talking about 34th degree and 35th degree. And every thousands of years, they're gonna be somebody else, whether a human or like one of us, who's gonna reach the next level of understanding in their relationship with the universe and the creator, and they're gonna hit 38th degree. And these carbon copy fake fucking demons gonna write a bunch of books, steal the knowledge, twist the language, pervert the knowledge, pervert the wisdom, and they're gonna be in there talking about 38 the fucking degree books and this motherfucking calculator. He's gonna start inputting 38 degree into the calculator, and they're gonna be talking about everybody else, it ain't gonna be pyramids no more. Motherfuckers ain't gonna be throwing up pyramids with the eye no more, like you see in the music video. Hence your Euclid theory. See how I'm going with this? Euclid. At some stage in human gravitation and human transmutation and human growth, it ain't gonna be no motherfucking pyramid with an eye in it anymore. Everybody's looking through a fucking eye with a pyramid. Those days are gonna be over soon. It's gonna be motherfuckers putting up circles and squares and trapezoids and hexagons and dodecahedrons. If you can make that shit with your fingers. I don't know how to make a fucking dodecahedron with my fucking fingers, but I'm sure you can. But when people learn how to make a dodecahedron or a fucking, trapezoid with their fucking fingers, they'll be looking through the trapezoids. And when they start looking through the trapezoids, them motherfuckers gonna be get done with the pyramids, them stupid ass celebrities and Rihanna's and all them Jay-Z fake motherfuckers thinking they're 5%ers, 7%ers. They'd be on motherfucking stage throwing up trapezoids. Everybody like, wait a minute, this motherfucker was throwing up a pyramid 10 years ago. Now he throwing up a trapezoid. Euclid's theorem. I'm dropping Euclid type shit for y'all for those who catch it. Motherfuckers will be throwing up squares. Because that triangle will eventually mutate. Now, when people start throwing up circles, that'll never happen. Because nobody can ever reach 360 degree completion. Because 360 degree completion is already reserved for the source. You'll never see motherfuckers out here throwing up 360 degrees. I can't even throw up 360 degrees because I don't have enough life essence to even complete 360 degrees in the universal spectrum. Let me say that again. I don't have enough life energy force in me to live and to experience 360 degree fucking essence. Matter of fact, in the form that I'm in now, I wouldn't even know what the fuck 360 degree completion infinite is. I don't even know what the fuck God is. I can't even explain what a God is. What a infinite is. What the fuck is infinite? I couldn't even fathom the name of something infinite, infallible, unnameable. What the fuck do we call a God? A God? Well, me, I'm so fucking simple. Just to even call God God is a fucking flaw. So I don't know what 360 is. I'm limited on 360. I have no fucking clue what 360 is. So these fools can't even throw up 360. So I use base forms. I use base geometry. I use simple elements of earthly expressions, 90, 180. Is it 360 or is it a 720? Is it 360 or 720? Or maybe it's 1080. Maybe that's the degree we got to reach, 1080 degrees. The fuck is 1080 degree completion? If 360 is back to the center and back around again, the fuck is 720 degrees? If a motherfucking threw a 360 flip or backwards flip, the fuck is a double note? They used to call it when I used to grow. We used to, man, motherfucker do a double note. That means you can double flip backwards and land back. Well, but here's what I'm saying, my dear friend. It is bound by earthly limitations. That what we currently think, say, well, shit, 30, like you say, cuz 30 degree, like that's motherfucking freezing or unfreezing temperatures. Yeah, based off the current periodic fucking table of elemental or elemental science of elements. You start inputting, I don't know, titanium, metals that have no existence on fucking Earth. If a fucking comet was to land on this planet and bring a fucking element that completely disrupt the entire fucking periodic table, you're like, what the fuck? I didn't know a metal could turn a human body into a fucking pumpkin. I'm acting way too crazy. I'm sorry to go way too crazy. I didn't know a comet that hits Earth that brings a fucking element from a way out there fucking universe, way out in Andromeda galaxy, some fucking where, when it hits the planet, whoever goes near it turns into a fucking pumpkin. How does it mutate the human organism into something that's organic or inorganic? I didn't know there's something, an element out there that is anti-gravity. Make that fucking make sense. We are bound by gravity in this fucking realm. There's an element that defeat and defies all gravity. It is out of this fucking world. It is outer worldly. We say, well, outer worldly, does that mean it's not out of the? No, it's in the universe. It exists in fucking the all, the ether. In this fucking world, it doesn't exist. How do you make, how the fuck do you make sense of that? I got something that can turn water into ice to freeze it and unfreeze it. And I also have something, right? This is your carbon, and you start getting into other things, nitrogen, that can turn water into air or nitrogen or oxygen, CO2. But then I got an element that can turn CO2 into a fucking rock, into a stone, into a metal. How the fuck I turn? So in other words, you breathing is carbon, CO2, which is combined from oxygen, which is water, air, all these different things. What if you can spit gold? All right, I was fucking with y'all. What if you can spit a fucking diamond? Like literally, you just sit right here now. You're like, yo, man, why is talking a bunch of shit? I don't like what he's saying because he sounds stupid as fuck. You spit and you spit out a fucking gold fucking diamond, or a gold nugget or a fucking diamond. Is that possible? This is transmutation, but no. Can it be reversed? Yeah, you can take a cube and melt it and you watch it go through this process. And then you can take water in a cup, liquid, and you freeze it and you watch it go through a process. And then you learn over years, Einstein type shit and all these motherfuckers. You're like, okay, water freezes, water, changes, it takes shape, it goes through this process of transmutation and whatever, right? This scientifical, process, right? But what you don't expect after years of studying this process, that the shit goes from a melted cube because you put fire under it, and when it melts on your table, it turns into a fucking chair. Or even better, it turns into a fucking AI robot that can fucking talk. Or it turns into this is semiotics, symbiotics or semiotics. This is what they were showing you. Like, you could take a fucking thing of salt, right? Right? You could take a fucking thing of salt. Let me look it up real quick. Right? Because you guys, I mean, I'm saying shit that you guys already know, but I'm just kind of expressing it in ways it's like, holy shit, why is you're on to something? You could take semiotics, right? You take a fucking thing of salt. It's just salt, man. It's just, all it is like table salt. It's just table salt, yo. With some music, with some sounds, frequencies, some tweaks of the vibrational spectrum. And you can shape it. What the fuck? That is only in this realm. That's at the limit. That's what we think is the limit. Like, holy shit. This dude took a salt, poured it on a fucking thing, hit it with a couple of hertz, and the shit turned into a trapezoid. Turned into a fucking triangle. A shape of fucking, hexagon. Like this one here. It's like, holy shit. All these weird ass shapes. That thing made a shape. It's like, yeah, it's salt. A little pebble of fucking salt or sugar or flour. Imagine that can happen to you. That's really fucked up. Imagine that can happen with you or your blood or the breath you breathe or the oxygen that flows in you. Hit you with the right fucking frequency. I can turn your ass into a pumpkin. I hit you with the right fucking frequency. You're turned into a fucking apricot. Just the right frequency, I can turn you into a fucking 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 butterfly, a cocoon. You take that spider, you hit it with a shoe, a fly, a gnat, you just knock it off. I can hit you with the right fucking frequency and I'll turn your ass into a fucking shoebox. Well, you say, well, why is you tripping? I give you some things that's true, right? Read free. There's theories out there that as you start to go beyond this realm, maybe different planets that human or matter bends, that light. This is Pink Floyd type shit, right? When Pink Floyd on it, most people that know about Pink Floyd had the bending of light, right? So it was the big thing. My dad went, Pink Floyd, he used to always have that album, right? And that this album here was the bending of light, like, so this here. See, let me drop some deeper shit for you. Fuck it. These motherfuckers over here, man. These motherfuckers don't know. Y'all fuck with wise. I'm gonna hit you with some shit. This is freestyle. This is all me. This ain't no made up shit. This is like on live on air. Y'all can see my mouse, right? Let me see. Y'all can see my mouse. These colors. Let me test y'all real quick. Let me see. Let me test y'all. What does those colors represent? I'm gonna give y'all a second. Whoever get the right answer, I'm gonna post it. I just want to just fuck with y'all for a minute, just to fuck with you. For anybody that know the deeper thought of this shit, because this is me. I think deep. I've already learned. God gave me wisdom. What the fuck is that shit means? The fuck is those colors? We ain't gonna go to the left side yet. What does those colors on that mean? We free, you're close. You're close, we free. You're close. You're close. You for a one shot answer. You close. Let me see if anybody else answer that shit. We free said life force. Anybody else? well, cuts. Of course, it's a light spectrum. But I'll give you a duo. I'll give you a slight do over, cuz I hate to do this because I could give free a duo. Light spectrum force, but that's obvious. It's a light. It's a color spectrum. But what does that mean? We all know the spectrum. We all see a fucking rainbow of spectrum or whatever. What the fuck is that spectrum? What the fuck is that means? That goes through Euclid's fucking, that it's not a right angle pyramid, so, but or a right angle, but it is a pyramid, which is 90, 90, 90, that's 9, 18, that's 360. So it's an equilateral triangle, right? The same Illuminati bullshit that they throw up. But anyway, what the fuck is that fucking color shit coming into that fucking pyramid? It is the entirety of the energy force of our reality. You know what, Cuts? I give you a do-over. I will give it to you. You actually nailed it on the motherfucking head, bro. Good shit. That's our fucking reality. But I'll give you the answer, but I'll give you the deeper answer because you did a good job answering. You hit it on the spot on, but I'll clean it up a little bit. That's reality. That's material. That's the material spectrum that we see every fucking day. When you wake up and you hold your hand in front of your fucking face and you look in the mirror and see yourself, you're seeing that fucking rainbow. Because that energetic magnetic spectrum, visible light spectrum, is you. Is you. Or what you think you are. To your limitation of 33rd, 32 degree is your fucking limitations of what you think you are through visible light spectrum. Through visible light spectrum. That you are nothing but a symphony of fucking light. That's all you are, dog. You ain't nothing more than that. Because I wouldn't know anyone, my voice and whatever whatever y'all know about me, or if you see somebody, your family, your kids, you ain't shit but a motherfucking symphony of light spectrums that gave your ass a form. And I'm keep it real. It ain't even doing a great job. It's doing the best that it can do. It's doing the best it can do to try to explain what you are. It's like a book. Like a motherfucking cell phone or a fucking text message trying to express what it's meant to really convey. This spectrum is trying every night. Imagine a goddamn computer or an AI robot trying to explain who Wise is. That motherfucker working every night. trying to figure out what wise is. This algorithm on YouTube is trying its best to decode my voice so y'all can hear every single sentence that I'm saying right now. It's trying its hardest, and it might get it right one every now and then. But for the most part, y'all listen to me right now. It don't really sound like me because it can never be 100% me. Your shit kind of choppy. Maybe your internet bill didn't get paid last night. You didn't pay the shit on your debit card. Should have worked harder. I sound kind of choppy right now. My shit pretty much on point. Y'all hearing me right now sound delayed. You always everything that I'm saying right now, you catch it a couple of seconds late because they got to travel through cyberspace. You ain't even hearing me in real time right now. You think you listen to me in real time. You not. Y'all a couple of seconds behind. The shit that I say, right now, you ain't really hearing it now because there's a delay. It ain't happening in real time right now. So the spectrum can't even decode me right unless you right in front of me. So if you ain't right in front of me, you ain't really fucking with me. You ain't really feeling me. You just kind of like catching the old transmission. You late. You late. You got to be here to really hear me immediately. And if you ain't here right now in front of me hearing me, then you ain't catching me in present. You late. It already happened. My voice and the things I'm saying right now, you 20 minutes behind or 20 seconds behind, but you'll never be present while I'm saying what I'm saying right this second. That's deep shit, but that's facts. So materialistic spectrum is what it's trying to show you. So you ain't, so now we go into the pyramid. So the pyramid, you ain't even perfect. You ain't even perfect. And when you go through your growth and you happen to come out on the other side, well, before we go to the other side, let's talk about what happens in the middle. In the middle, you're getting refracted, merged, bend, transformed, Euclid, shaped, reshaped, condensed, consolidated, maybe raised up higher, elevated. You going from a this to a that, or a square to a trapezoid, or a triangle to a square, towards unity, purity, oneness, 360. A spectrum of 6 frequencies, maybe 7 frequencies, playing on one tune, one note, one string, one key, one chord. But in order to go through that chord, you have to go through the process of shaping. And in that shape, what it doesn't show in the triangle is many other things in that triangle. Now, mind you, Euclid's theorem here, there's no 90-degree triangle. It's a equilateral triangle, which is 90, 90, 90. So in that triangle that he doesn't show is there's many shapes in that triangle that light goes through before it comes out on the other end. So in that triangle, if 90, 90, 90 is 9, 18, right, 36, 90 plus 90 plus 90, right? I'm just making sure y'all with me. You are encompassing other shapes that soaks up and plays within 360-degree spectrum. And once you reach total form, you now shoot out from the other side as purity, as pure light, beam, whatever the hell that comes beyond. I don't know. Shit. Who am I to know? Who am I to know? Who the fuck am I to, who the fuck am I to know? But that's the expression. Is that reality of, growth. But here's the crazy part about the pyramid. The pyramid is three-dimensional, not two-dimensional. We free. It's three-dimensional. And it's the great mystery that motherfuckers don't get, and they lose it. The pyramid base is 4, not 3. The base of the pyramid is the square. So what you have is 90, 90, 90, and 90. That's your mystery. It's not a two-dimensional source. And that's your 360 we free. There you go, my brother. You found it. And once you understand that, you're like, damn, okay. Okay. That's form. That's Euclid. That's what form is. Form isn't two-dimensional. Maybe I don't want. Is the pyramid the source, or is the square the base, the source? It's not the pyramid or the square that's the source. It's the dot that's the source. The point that's the source. The point is the Euclid is the line. The line or the dot that create the line, that create the square, that create the triangle, that create the trapezoid, that create the hexagram or the hexagon or the dodecahedron. It's the point that started it all. And it is the point that we all would go through to unify or to reunify back again. That is the wisdom that they can't process until we take it to the next level, and then they like, oh damn, 33 isn't the end. It's a long, many more roads beyond that. But they're stuck there. That's why they fixate on that. They fixate on the pyramid, of course. They'll fixate on the pyramid all day. They fix on the pyramid all day. They say the pyramid is man. Sure, if you stretch your arms out, you open up your legs, you got pyramids all in your body. From your arm to your leg is a pyramid. From your leg to your leg is a pyramid. From your other leg to your arm is a pyramid. This is the symbol of medical. The medical field is the outstretched man. It's not so much the outstretched man, but it's the fact that outstretched man forms a pentagon or a pentagram or a star or pyramids. One don't worship man. We don't worship man. We don't worship pyramid. You worship pyramid. Pyramid is the foundation of a pyramid is the base. And the base resides 90-degree angles. And the base of that, and the base of that 90-degree angle is a square. And the base of that square in that 90-degree angle is a dot, is a radii, or a circumference, or a line. And when that line goes far enough, Euclid's theory, it intersects eventually. If that line cross, you have a central point eventually. If a line go on forever, you know, the fuck do you have? Ad infinitum. And if it goes forever, infinitum, the fuck is a circle that goes on forever with no endpoint? It's a loop the loop. It's a 360-degree, like I said, backwards. No, a flip that just keep flipping an ad infinitum. What's the difference between a circle and a fucking line that never stops? What the fuck is the difference? Ouroboros. Fuck is the difference? It's infinite. But you can't get to that side. You can't make it through. You can't understand infinite. You can't understand the different levels of progression and form, Euclid, without understanding the base. The center, the point, where did it start? It started from a dot, 360. It started from that. It started when that point. I don't know the name of that point, neither do you. We can't name it. We can't define it. Because if something can withhold all shapes and form, how many degrees is it? I got something that exists that is 360 degrees, within 90 degrees, within 180, within 270, within 720, within 1080. If something can contain all those forms, then what the fuck is it? I can't explain it. How do you explain something that contains all things? I don't know, man. I don't want to get too deep. My brain might fucking crack tonight. How do you explain something that contain all shapes? Is it a fucking shape anymore? Is something that holds all shapes? Is it a shape? Can a shape hold all shapes? Can a thing hold all shapes? Can something be described that hold all things? Is there something before thought? Wait a minute, let me get this straight. If I have a brain, is there something that brains a brain? Can something contain a brain? Or if I can think, what creates a thought? Can something create something that I think? What creates a thing before me thinking? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. What the hell does that mean? Something that begins all beginning and ends all ending. So before I thought about something, something inspired me to think about something. What the fuck is going on here, man? I need a drink. And if something told you to go get a drink, what the fuck told you to go get the drink? Something before something that told you to go get the drink. I can't explain what the fuck that is. Is it some fucking demon that inspired me to go? Like, is it inspiration? Is it some what is that? Reason? Is it reason before logic? Is it logic before reason? Is it logic reason that leads to thought? Does the heart the center chakra, the anahata, does that inspire thought, which inspires reason, which inspires logic, which inspires action, which takes thought, heart, your heart, logic, reason, and thought, which turns that and manifests that into Pink Floyd's fucking reality of fucking rainbow colors that now allows you to get off your ass and go actually put something into the world because you created something through a thought that stemmed from logic, that stemmed from reason, that came from a feeling that you felt in your fucking heart. Maybe the heart is really the center over the brain because the heart is what inspires the brain to think, to do something that you push out into fucking society. Holy shit. Oh my God. Damn. I need to get off this live stream. Y'all gonna fuck me up. Where does it begin? Euclid's proof of Pythagoras' theorem resolved around the fact that if a line is drawn from the right angle perpendicular to the hypotenuse and down through the square on the hypotenuse, that square is split into two rectangles, each having the same area as the square on the other two sides. What the fuck are we talking about here, dog? Yeah, you talking about some, this is a wise 1984 shit. It's all equal. It don't look equal. It's all equal. It just split down the middle. Let me see some other shit. There's something called Euclid's conundrum. Right? Let's read it. Stupid ass AI. Let's see what this stupid ass AI can see what this fucking dumb ass robot can talk about it. The Euclid's conundrum usually refers to historical and logical puzzles surrounding Euclid's fifth postulate, the parallel postulate, and the hidden logical gaps in his foundational work, the elements. So let's do Euclid's fifth postulate. You want to really fuck your head up tonight? Euclid's fifth postulate, also called the parallel postulate, states that if a straight line crosses two other lines and make the inner angle on one side add up to less than 180 degrees, that's two right angles, right? 90-90. Those two lines will eventually cross each other on the side if you extend them far enough. I'm not even gonna fucking explain that because I don't want to go there again. The rule: if the interior angle sums is less than 180 degrees, the lines meet. If they sum exactly 180 degrees, the lines are parallel and never meet. That means like they just keep going ad infinitum. But if the angles is less than 180, the lines meet. That's base form. If the shit not how do I say this? An equilateral triangle is, God damn it, how do I say this? Okay. Triangle 60 degrees. It looks like that. This guy. 60, 60, 60. Is unequal. It's equal, but it's not infinite. Hence, it's not perfect. It's imperfectly perfect. I say that. It's imperfectly perfect. Once the sum is greater or start to extend greater than 180 degrees, now you're reaching higher degrees. How do I say that? Now you're reaching higher fucking thought. Now you're reaching high Mason, high degree. You start going above 180 degrees. Now you're reaching perfect. This is your Pink Floyd. Once you break through that pyramid and you start going through different forms and elevating, now you're entering higher levels of growth and development. Then now you're reaching 190 to keep it simple, 190, 200, 210, 220, 240, keep going, 270, keep going, young man, you almost there. Now you're getting there, now you're getting there. And I strongly feel, in my own philosophy, in my own logic of reasoning, that no human being in their existence on this platform will ever reach close to 360 degrees in this form. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm accurate, but I don't think any human being, maybe Christ, maybe others like Christ, maybe there's a few, but I don't believe any typical traditional human will reach beyond 180 degrees in this essence, in this dimensional state, which is inherently materialistically flawed, or lower elemental factors that we are bound by space and time. That, I'm not saying that's not impossible. It could be, as we learn more and grow more and become more in tune with nature. That, imagine people vibrating at higher levels and higher frequencies where they're able to defy reality and the bounds of the element form that exists in this reality. It'll be some fucked up shit. This is like what I'm saying about anti-gravity. Imagine a person outside of a element that can defy gravity. Imagine a human able to jump in the ocean, go way thousands of feet below the fucking sea level and breathe. And then come up the top, bust out the ocean. This is Superman type shit. And jump at a Navy pier and still survive. You've now taken human anatomy to a whole nother fucking level. Is that possible? I don't know. I don't know. But I do feel that something inside of me says, yo, Wise, it is possible. Hence, I want you to continue to teach and to explain and not give up, because that voice that you put through cyberspace, despite how many people that may or may not listen, is still taking shape, because it is a frequency that is vibrating on a different level, that is helping to transmutate, lack of better word, the psyche and the conscience of humans, along with many others that's doing what I'm doing, to expand, which is, in their expansion of thought, like those listening to you now, is creating the process in which you describe, in which Euclid describe, and many others like Euclid, is happening in real time. That people are eventually going to enhance thought and enhance their connection higher than these stupid fucking fools who are trying to fixate you on simple expressions and simple terms of expression, when now we're taking it to a different level, where now planets make better sense. The air makes a logical sense. Your existence make more sense. Your birth date, your zodiac, the reason a tree fucking exists in your backyard, the way it leans now makes a lot of sense. The spider and the web that it makes, when you watch it, you're like, it's an ugly fucking spider. But damn, that's a beautiful fucking spider web. Why, like, wow. And then even deeper, even deeplier, or deeper. Now I understand why death exists. And is death really a process of hurt and pain and suffering, or merely a process of the earth using the body and that vessel as an energy that keeps it going? Because without your death, earth wouldn't exist. God, see, I'm going there. I'm going there. This is how deep I go. We bury people in the earth. We bury them 10 feet or 6 feet. We bury them. That without your death, the earth wouldn't exist. That the earth uses you and absorbs you. It absorbs you. It eats you. It consumes you. It milks you. It sucks you. It dissolves you into itself in order to keep itself alive. But it knows that it has to do that to you in order for it to continue to exist, in order for it to continue to love and nurture its other humans that live in it. But it loves you enough that it hates that it has to kill you in order for you to die. But it takes you, suck you, drain you, purge you, dissolve you in itself in order to release you back through the pyramid to head to the other spot. But it needs to eat you in order to fucking fuel those who are still here. And if it didn't dissolve you and eat you and consume you and suck you dry and spit you on the other side of the pyramid, hence Pink Floyd, that if it didn't do that, all would die. All would not exist in this realm, in the light, in the spectrum. Damn. So is death needed? If death necessary? And me dying, is that my reward? And me going back to the earth, is that my blessing? Me respecting earth and loving earth, that when I die and she consume or it consumes me, it would take care of me in the end and help me to get to the other side? Is that my sacrifice? Is that my cross? Is that my Jesus? Is that my Christ? Is that why I die on the cross? Which, if you take the cross, is 490-degree angles, which is a plus symbol, which is 90, 90, 90, 90. Damn. So you put a pyramid. Wait a minute. Well, so you put a pyramid on a cross? You put a pyramid and staple a pyramid to a cross. Damn. So my death is gain. My offering, the greatest offering you can probably give or do, your sacrifice of your body in order to keep Earth going. A planet unlike any other planet that happens to live off of the the rainbow, the spectrum, that lives and survives of the material pleroma, that lives off the material essence, that without the material cannot exist. So it needs material in order to fuel the material, which keeps the material going. So how does the material keep going other than it continue to consume the material that exists within it? So it continues to eat you, eat its children, to continue to absorb you and to digest you some people bring into resurrection the process of this Hinduism, get into resurrection, that the process of resurrection is the earth continuing to eat you and to use you, because you are it and it needs you, and therefore it loves you. It loves you. It's your mother. It loves you, and it knows it needs you, and every now and then it will need to eat you and dissolve and to consume you in order to keep itself, in order to produce more of us. Black, white, red, yellow, Asian, Latino, African, Black American, white American, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Asian, Chinese, whatever. It continues to eat us in order to make more of us, in order so that we exist, and we never die out. Because if we die out, then it stops. Interesting shit, huh? Interesting shit. Shit, we do it every day, don't we? On the micro level, the micro and the macro level, we do the shit. We do the same shit every day. I don't give a shit. I don't hate to say this, but most people don't give a shit about a cow. I'm hungry. I get a fucking burger. I gotta kill a burger in order to get a burger. I gotta kill a cow in order to get a burger, in order to eat, to live. Give a shit about what dies as long as I can live. I'll eat it. I need to eat. I need to eat. Go to go to McDonald's. Go to Taco Bell. We eat of the earth, even those who are vegans and vegetarians. I eat the fucking lettuce and a salad. I'll eat the fucking tree and the and the veggies and the tomato. And when I get done eating a bunch of salad, I go sit in the toilet and I shit it all out in the toilet and flush the toilet. I gotta eat. I gotta eat. I gotta eat it. I eat earth to consume it in order to keep me alive. Think about what I just said. I eat from the earth to keep me alive. And the earth will eat of you to keep it alive. All right. Oh, shit. This is what happens when I run my fucking mouth. This is what happens when I talk. When I run my mouth, I get myself in trouble and I say a bunch of shit that I'm going to regret later. Sheesh. But this is why y'all come here, and this is why I continue to try to do my thing. A lot of times it just be me just talking. I just feel like I'm just talking. And even though I'm talking to people in cyberspace, I sometimes when I talk, I close my eyes, I feel like I'm talking to a whole room full of people. And I'm okay with that. Whether y'all take my ideas or take my thoughts and share them with people that you know I live somewhere in somebody's mind or somebody's thoughts. You say, yo, man, this fucking dude I listen to him all the time. Wise. You don't even have to use my name. You don't even have to say my name, but you use my thought and you have utilized my thought to expand your thought. That's life. When I leave this earth and I'm consumed by the dirt and the ground of this thing called planet, this so-called planet, and my soul is spit out through the air to combine with the elements to shoot off into another fucking galaxy, I will always live in part in a thought that one of y'all shared or will share with a friend, a family member, or somebody y'all meet at a fucking bar, some fucking where, and say, yo, man, I'm gonna tell you some shit that I heard, and I may not be able to say it like he said it, but I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna like fuck with you, and whoever that listens to you, they're gonna look at you the same way y'all looking at me right now and say, "What the fuck are you talking about? Are you crazy, motherfucker?" And you're gonna be like, "Yo, man, I thought the motherfucker was crazy when he told me this shit. This dude named Wise." But that's life. Is that when I'm long gone and y'all long gone, our kids, and people that's around maybe 100 years from now is gonna be like, "Yo, they might be on a whole nother level than what we are on tonight. And that's what they will be. They will be on a whole different level than what we are here in 2026. Imagine 3026. What the fuck they're going to be talking about in 3026? 1,000 years from now. I don't know. But imagine what the fuck the human YouTuber will be talking about in 1,000 fucking years from now when we are long gone. But I will say, when we're long gone, I will be somewhere with y'all in another fucking ether fucking dimension saying that, you know what? I'm glad I never gave up. I'm glad I never quit. I'm glad I kept going. I kept speaking. I kept doing what I felt in my heart was the right thing to do, despite the censorship, the platform, or monetary fucking shit. I'm glad that I stayed true to myself and continue to help my other human brothers and sisters extend and expand and take form, not deform, but take form, to understand the form that they once was. And then I sit back and say, you know what, man? Now I kind of know what Euclid was talking about and Pythagoras was talking about. Like, I understand Euclid now. And maybe that is a conundrum. Maybe that's the conundrum with being a materialistic person who think in a immaterialistic way. That in a like stupid ass Madonna, right? Well, maybe she ain't so stupid, but in a material world, thinking in a immaterial way. Like maybe that is the Euclid's fucking conundrum that even the smartest of all scientists still couldn't understand. Like, yeah, okay. We all expand, we all extend. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And my job in this is not to stop expanding or extending, but to encourage you to keep extending. Death isn't extending or the process of extending. I think death, quote unquote, no such thing, but death in itself, quote unquote, is the torment of making it longer than necessary, making it way longer than you should, staying in a purgatory state of constant stagnation and boredom and exhaustion and giving up versus expanding. That in itself is absent of motion, and motion is what we should be striving for. That take the conversation further, do something unique, expressive. Don't quit, don't give up, don't stop, don't fizzle out. Like, why would you do that? Like, you are a dot. The heart is the dot that was given in you, that was put in the center of your body, that sends blood and oxygen through all the organs, that expands from the heart, that created your shape, your color, who you are, your hair, your nails, all these things, your brain. Like, do what you love. you know, do what you love and love what you do. And once you stop loving and doing what you love and loving what you do, then you stale and you're stagnant. And to me, that's death. That's suffering. Woo, Charlie. Messing with wives, staying on here with me. It's not good for you. Let me get ready to get out of here. What's up, country? This is Jewish authorities and scholars widely criticize the Kabbalah Center for by the Berg family for commercializing sacred ancient texts and misrepresenting traditional Jewish law. Let me tell you something. I ain't give a fuck about Jewish law or Mosaic law and all these fucking Catholic laws, fucking laws that is. I said it earlier, and I'll say it again before I get out of here. All this shit is done is parsed and chopped and sectioned off by your racists, your religious, your supremacists, your politicists, your your ismists. They just carve the fucking knowledge into bits and pieces. And then you got your black supremacists and your 5 percenters and your 7 percenters. You got your white supremacists, your Aryan nations, and your fucking, Illuminati, fucking, you got your religious supremacists, your Judaic, your Jewish, your Islamic, your Catholic, your Christian. You got all these people carved the knowledge that was just, the shit is free. I gotta be a fucking Muslim to know what the fuck that shit mean, or to know or to understand, the God. I ain't gotta be a fucking Catholic to understand the concepts of Madonna or Mary. I ain't gotta be a Hindu to understand the concepts of Shiva and Shakti. It was already written. It was already there. It was there. Like I said, the shape was already put in you prior to form. Man started writing shit in books. What came first, the shape or the book? What came first, the form or the fucking number? The number is nothing but an expression of something that's immaterial that exists before the material decoded it into a thing that you can see. That's the Pink Floyd fucking color band, the rainbow. The rainbow is the number, the rainbow is the shape, the rainbow is the sound, the rainbow is the word, the rainbow is your color, your hair, your feet, your eye color, the books, the YouTube, the bullshit, the money, the government, all that shit. What's the foundation of that? What's the foundation of that pyramid? The square, the elements, the dot, the you, the real you. So education and wisdom don't come from reading that shit. That's why a lot of people be like, yo, Wise, where you get this shit from? Like, what book you read? I ain't read a fucking book. This shit came to me through meditation and prayer, and the creator inspired me with this wisdom, inspired me with this knowledge. And half of the books I got, half of the shit I don't even finish no fucking way. Cause I'm like, oh man, I already know what the fuck you gonna say because I've already seen it, I already read it, I already know it, I already understand it. The shit was burned in my soul before I even before I was even born. It was burned in my soul. I could write my own fucking book. And exactly, we free to 369. That's the base. From three comes to six, from six comes to nine. And you go back to the zero again, because 10 don't mean shit. It's the zero. You start over again. It's really 1 through 9. Well, you can't count the one, and you can't count the zero, because the one is a fucking bit and the zero is a bit. That's on off. That's heaven hell. That's good. That's light dark. You can't write out dark, and you can't write out light. They exist before you. So the real number system is really 2 through 9. 2 through 9. Ain't no such thing as a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The shit repeats. That's the conundrum. Every fucking number, you adding the same numbers behind it. 20, 20, 29. So the fuck? So 1 through 9. Or 2 through 9. I'm sorry. You can't count 0. So 21 through 29. So 20 and 20 and 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Those are off limits. That's why I did a video many years ago. I told people, what's 3 times 0? You can't multiply 3 into 0. 0 absorbs it. You can never. I mean, I'll do this and I'm going to get out of here. I did this in my last live streams. Did this shit a long time ago. And I'll do it again. For real knowledge. Let me make sure y'all can see this shit. You can't take no number and multiply that shit into 3 or to 0. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if you had 9 million. You can take these fucking numbers and just add them in. You times that shit by 0. That shit can't. You can't times nothing to the source. And then what's really even crazier, you take the same fucking numbers and you times it by 1. It's infinite. This E means infinite. It can't. The AI can't even. This is the fucking AI. The AI can't even calculate it. The AI can't even fathom it. They gotta add it. They gotta add an infinity symbol on it. This is your infinity symbol, right? It can't even add it. It can't even fathom a number like that into itself. It can't absorb it. Nah. We can take this fucking thing all the way across. As far as the fucking numbers can go. This fucking thing stops. Times it by itself. It can't even fathom it. The shit breaks. But if you take that same fucking number and I just tap this shit as far as this fucking calculator on fucking Google can fucking go, and I times it into 0, which is infinite. It's like, yo, man, I got this shit. This shit ain't nothing. I'll absorb it. I'll eat it. I'll eat it back, and I can take anything in the universe, and I don't give a what shape, how far you expand, how big and bad you think you are, how many fucking Jewish Talmudic YouTube bullshit fucking subscribers you think you got, but I'll eat that shit, absorb that shit back into myself with no problem. Because I am the beginning, I am the end, I am all things, I am the all. There's nothing I can't absorb. I can absorb everything and spit you out and bring it back again. Think about that. It's your boy Wise. Check it. 1984, man. Sessions, night sessions. Theory upon theorems. It's your boy Wise. I'll talk to y'all in the next one, man. Let me get out of here. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Stack, get right, put the gun up, laugh, get nice, split the bun up, pray blue and whites don't run up, remain humble, you see the change when the rains come through, when all the fame ups your game, cause your name's mumble, the chicks notice, chooses like hypnosis, it's ferocious, when broke niggas get focused, the cars come out, bottles at the bar run out, you know you're large when you win car, can dodge a drought, but here's the twist up, with beef and the money mix up, skirts slip up, a few fights, few stick ups, then one little thing just leads to the next, and here come the rock boys to breathe down your neck. Now you gotta back up, flee from the rest. And just a week ago, you was free from the stress. I guess it is what it is.
Creeping on the come up.
I knew about beats since Bambaataa. Before B Streets was heavily deep with the riders. Guns and money, some was hungry. Dysfunctional families that come from junkies. Jailbirds who wanted warrants jumping countries. Just jungle surviving like a bunch of monkeys. Mark dollars, DEA knocks with collars. Niggas snitching and still got the heart to holler. Hot chicks in short skirts and damn near topless. Play fly, nigga gossip, stay high, just ride dick. Can't call it too fresh to spoil it. Two texts to war with, grew up next to all this. So understand, I know from first hand the lives of a church man. High of his first gram.
Creeping on the come up. Y'all wanna take it.